Alright. Welcome on everybody to our first Blades in the Dark session. This is our... We did our session 0 last time. We are getting into the thick of it. We have played Blades in the Dark before, but this is a continuation of our existing campaign, which is basically just a few sessions. Without further ado, let's get in here and unmute our friendos. Alright, everybody. Hold on, I need to push to talk. Alright, everybody, we are live.
Ba, ba, ba.
Welcome on in. We are Blades in the Darking.
Yes.
I need to make sure I'm not in a Word document because it's just typing my push to talk key forever.
Oh no.
Hilarious
What
and
was
fun.
Terrific stuff.
Well, I'll hand it over to, I guess we can reintroduce our characters again, huh?
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah. I am
Yes.
playing Skov, or Tim McMorn, and I'm a cutter. I specialize in busting shit up. How about you, Vond?
I'm Von Clinton and I like to blow stuff up. I am a leech by trade. It's a tinkerer and explosion guy.
Incredible.
Alright, how about Velestine?
Oh, Philistine. Slide by trade. Slide by trade. Yeah, basically persuasive. Kind of the face of the party-ish. About it.
Oh, she definitely has a face.
She has one. It's very nice.
It's very nice. They, the Whisper. I'm into all sorts of weird, occult kind of things. Also a bit on the
And
ghastly
cults.
side. And, well, and recently, and cults.
Yeah.
And there's our fantastic GM, Woody Wizard.
Hi. Yeah, we are playing Blades in the Dark, the game in which we have everyone playing as scoundrels in Duskval, commonly known in what would it be Akarosi as Duskwall or the Dusk. The city that is pitched in eternal night, surrounded by lightning fields that run on demon blood. They are a fledgling gang who has just started out. They've had a few scores, secured a base of operations out of a bar that's called the Sound Garden. And as was mentioned, due to some unfortunate attention from a demon, one of the members got forcibly wrapped up into some cult business. And they were away assisting the cult with some stuff that they were working on. But I think maybe it makes the most sense to just jump in with a little bit of, if you guys are ready for it, just a little bit of loose RP of they returning to the Soundgarden, returning to the group. If anyone has any
Sure.
questions, they want to ask them. And we can figure out what our next score is from there.
I feel like they would have showed up just like, dreary, dark kind of day, cloak on, just walking through like, they remember being here, just trying to pretend it's like a normal day.
The barman behind the bar. Did we establish a name for him?
Uh,
remember.
We're about to.
Man Bar.
Yeah. Okay, cool. We'll call him
Henry!
Oh, okay, Henry. Henry Bately. He's the
Henry
barman
Bately.
who was there under the previous tenants. After the scuffle happened, the place got shot up a little bit. He stuck around and was happy to just keep his job because having a job means a lot. So yeah, Henry Bately sees you come in. He's like, "Oh, welcome, madam. Haven't seen you around the bar before. Take a seat. What can I get for you?"
I technically know his name, right? Since we run the place.
You might not, because I think they got this bar in the time that you were working with the cult.
Yeah, we did do at least one mission or heist without you.
So you have a badly scrawled note that tells you the address of this place?
I guess so, yeah.
Or she just asks around for where the Midnight Encore is, probably.
Yep. Well, something sweet, maybe not too sweet. Anything that you have that's behind the bar. That'd be quite delicious, thank you.
All right, I'll see what I can whip up for you. And he goes and starts sort of picking and choosing behind some bottles.
Between whiskey or other whiskey.
Eyeing the
Yeah.
place. Is anyone else here?
Yeah, there's a couple customers because you guys are in the northern end of Crow's Foot, so you get, some of the guys coming down from the docks after their work shifts wandering in. You're sort of on the border of the docks coming in, so some men in slick leathers and aprons who might have been doing some maybe Leviathan oil sort of transport off of ships, or might have been just coming off of dock to have
Okay.
some shore leave. Some crusty, rough individuals, but nothing you haven't seen before.
Right. Well, I think I'm in the right spot, so Vay will just sit and drink silently and wait for familiar faces.
Terrific. Yeah, he whips up a. He actually does not go for the whiskey. He goes for a sweet liqueur mixed into some mushroom wine for you.
Nice.
Sort of like a sort of
Earthy.
spritz type thing.
We're back in the Letnev place. The mushrooms.
Yeah, it's all mushrooms all the way down.
If it's
Mushrooms all
evil,
the way
it's
down.
mushrooms. Hey, Bond. Ain't that old lady that was with us at one time?
Yes. Where's she been off to?
I don't
Did the
know.
job without her. She didn't show up.
Yeah,
Let's
that's a
go
good
talk to her.
question.
Yeah, you guys remember you're maybe at the back of the area. Maybe one of you has just come down from upstairs where you're doing some work. Actually, Hicks is upstairs. He's upstairs, cooking the books, running some money laundering from your various schemes through the bar. And you guys, after checking up on him, come down the stairs and poke your eyes out. And yeah, you see, she's got a raincoat over her thin, frail frame, or maybe a rain shawl, so you can't really quite tell. But then she sort of turns her head and tries to start scanning the bar, and you could not mistake those big Coke bottle glasses and gaunt cheeks for anyone else.
I look like death.
Oh, Bond's gonna rock up and go, "Hello, skeleton. We missed you."
Oh, it's been a bit. How has everyone been?
Oh,
How's he-
bit here or there.
Skov?
Yeah, my face is a bit fucky, but still the same Skov beneath. He pats his rib cage, I guess.
I mean, I could hear and see the squareness of you, but the face is a bit off-putting.
It's
It's always
fine.
been off-putting, hasn't it?
But it was familiar.
Hey, it scares off the horny blokes, doesn't it, Velicine?
Yeah, the lower ones, yes.
So, V's, what have you been up to? Oh, shit. It's not very specific.
What?
Well, that's the one with multiple V's
Well, I
in
was
it.
building an explosive device at the base. What? Oh.
I've been a bit preoccupied with
Not eating,
that's
apparently.
that's.
You look
no-
like death.
We were given
Yeah, you
plenty
look
of food,
fucked.
actually.
I'm gonna put it lightly, you look terrible.
It's been a bit strenuous as far as work, but Cetera has been wonderful, and I've just been sort of hanging out and learning all the things that she's starting to develop. Wonderful business, by the way. I'd highly recommend that you all get involved early on.
What's
On the
what's a
ground floor.
Santana?
Hey.
No, you guys remember now. Her mentioning the name kickstarts that memory. You remember that after one of your early heists, you were hanging out on Tim McMorn's boat, which was tied off at Tangletown in the middle of Crowsfoot, your previous base of operations, and you were visited by the demon Cetera, who is a demonic manifestation of obsession, and her element that all demons, so every demon is manifested of a specific element. It might be fire, and if it's fire, they look like they're made of smoldering embers or living flame. Her element is the sky and the stars. And so she has sort of when she's not assuming a more human form, she has a sort of black silhouette, and it looks like there's little pips of light within her form. you were visited by Cetera, who was previously a object of desire of Vay's, who had felt rather spurned by her recent endeavors working with your crew. And so she had offered a deal. In exchange for sparing the rest of the crew her wrath for stealing Vay away from her, they would agree to go and work with her on a side project for a while. And so that is where, you remember, that's where Vay has been. She had gotten taken away by Cetera to work with her, and now it seems she's lengthened the leash a little bit and has let Vay back out.
We had a lot of heat, I remember, on us from the dealings at the rails, and then all of a sudden this demon just showed up. I was like, uh-oh.
Yes.
I thought you was gone for good, what with it being a demon and all. I'm surprised you got hardy bones there, old lady.
Old. Oh, either way, Cetera's lovely when everything goes the right way. So you have to learn to stay on a good side.
Demons
Saw
have
some
good
of the bad
sides.
side.
I would say there's plenty of good sides. Her ambition is quite generous. She's willing to share most of her interesting treasures and findings with many of the people who follow her. Anyway, I think that's for another day. If you're interested in joining and you're curious about some of the, things that she's willing to offer, maybe kind of get us going and getting this group a little bit stronger so we can take on maybe more turf or change the way the city sort of runs, get us at the top of the list. We can figure that out later.
We don't need no of that shit. Hey, there isn't any money in it, is there?
She had plenty of altars when everyone would just bring and drop off money and other things, so I'd say yes.
People just
and I'm sure she shared.
they
Everyone
just
was
give
well
up
fed.
money for free.
There's a cost, but it's a different type of cost.
This
Cetera.
is this a cult? Are you
What
part
do
of
you
a
mean? What would
cult?
make you think it's a cult?
I don't know, sounds pretty culty to me.
You know, the whole having to work for a demon's wills and ways and the like. As
Well,
long
I'd
as
let
you
you
do
know
what
that-
they want, you get a little bit of freedom.
I'd like to say it's a relationship. But, maybe we don't put a label on it so that we don't have any sort of defining boundaries between us and kind of let loose every now and then.
I'd like to put a word for it. What we calling this Santana thing?
Cetera.
Yeah. You said you wanted us to combine with your business. What's your business name?
It's called the Empty Vessel.
See, it's not a cult. It's just a tavern, I guess.
Yeah, demon tavern.
Good one.
Demons have... Our entire operation in all of our city runs off of demon blood. Do you realize how much power is in that?
No.
I thought that was just big fish blood.
One demon, another demon, they look the same. Who knows?
Listen here, Vay. You're back in. Great. We could use your help. We're trying to plan our next steps. But, if not, then... I don't know if we want to get mixed up with your demon, what, took you away from us forcibly, which is, henceforth immune to punches.
I would like to make note that you were definitely in danger and that she has a very strong arm, and I thought it was best to keep all of you safe. That way,
Lovely. We're in danger. I love it.
Oh, that's nice of you.
We're-
That's might
we're in
nice of
danger.
you. What do you two say?
I
Eh,
think we should do a job and forget about it.
I'm here to offer
that's healthy.
services, and if services are beneficial and come from some patron of sorts, I think it could be helpful.
we can see how it plays out.
We got like an entire business here running along. we got income and stuff. I don't want no demon taking it from us. I got bills to pay now.
You can just say you have gambling debts. It's fine.
Let's not talk
No.
about it.
I'm near certain that whatever Cetera has in interest has nothing to do with where we are currently. If we were to be at the top of the ranks somewhere within the city, maybe she'd come by and knock on our door more often. But I think we're pretty good.
Well, good. So as long as we're in the sewer, then we're safe. Wonderful.
Not saying in the sewer, but as long as we're not kind of stepping on toes. Speaking of which, did we ever figure out what happened with
Oh.
the red sashes and all of them shiny stones?
That's what we was just talking about. Well, we were talking about it yesterday, but we were just maligning the fact that you was missing because you might have more answers than we had.
Glad you found the note we left you. I think Skov tried to eat it.
What note? Oh, that you set up this ring. Yes. Honestly, I didn't see a note and I asked around and just happened to point us in the direction over here.
Oh, that's good. We're well known.
Means you got a reputation.
Yeah, it means people
Ye-
know us. Not
Even if
like
it's a small one?
Seldarine or whatever.
Just going back to the shards thing, just as a reminder, yes, Vond has a small bag of shards.
That I do. So what are we gonna do with these shards? I still have no idea
Yeah.
what they are.
Right,
Pull out the
yeah.
bag.
Give him to Vay. Maybe she can get another look at him now that she's consorted with demonic entity.
Alright, well, Cetera and I had a relationship prior to this, just as a forewarning.
You
sir.
keep saying relationship. Is you two did you two like go upstairs and
Bay's like, so it's less of a cult and more of an open relationship. We just don't like to put labels on it.
Yeah.
She's into me. She just doesn't say it.
And also, if I like say that I don't want to be in the relationship anymore,
She
gets
might kill me.
I might die. Or if I like stop recruiting people or I do really poorly one time, I also might die.
Vay just goes, a lady never kisses and tells, so you're gonna have to let your imagination fill in whatever is inside of that skull of yours.
Skolv's kind of eyes glaze over and he just stares into the distance.
I was going to say,
Slack-jawed.
smash
Spilled
cut to
milk.
Skov, and then it does like the little inside view of his skull. It's empty. There's one little brain cell just beep, 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 beep.
It's just like what a monkey with like the smashing
With the
tambourine
spindles.
or
So,
whatever.
yeah.
Nah, it's just an eel that's just like spinning around
Oh.
like forever. Like
Yeah,
a
there we go, yeah.
death.
Every
It's
now and then
not-
you get a little zap.
Zooms back out,
Scream.
Skov. Jelly eels.
I could go for some.
Nice.
I've been talking about eels all week. I'm getting tired of it.
All right. So yeah, do you guys want to try and see if you can divine anything from these shards?
Yeah. Give him to Vay.
Okay.
I touched them last and I saw things. I thought you would do more research without me.
Well, since you freaked out when you touched them, none of us really want to touch it.
Just, I don't know how to respond to that as a character or a player. I'm just like, what?
Well,
Okay.
yeah.
We can always smash when I pull out a small hammer.
Oh, this man's got ideas.
I'll
Maybe-
be over here.
Well,
Way
can we-
over here.
Let's do this
Over there.
outside, somewhere away from your establishment that you've just, built,
We could smash them
stolen.
and then bury them in the snow near a tree and then forget about them.
Exactly.
Oh shit! No, I think we've done that before.
Yeah, no, you guys can like do it in like the back room or something. I think if I remember right, there's like hound cages in the back
Like
of
a
this
loading
place.
dock kind of thing, yeah.
Yeah, there was like some back way you guys went in, I thought. Or some of you went in. There's like, because I thought that we had established like there was like dog fighting or something going on in the basement, and Vaughn just like
Hey, Seven.
instead made them his puppies.
Was it dogfighting because Skov wanted to try and pay off his debts by
I
trying to,
threw a
like...
grenade down there at one point. I don't know.
Maybe-
It
I
might have been
don't-
a sleep grenade or something.
I know this is the one where we went into the basement and then busted up some tables and stuff and then went upstairs and then faced off at the guy behind the bar, and then there was like a
Yes.
guy with chains, and then rafter stuff and stuff ensued.
Yeah. You guys had like a little scuffle. You went in the back way, sort of through like a storm bulkhead sort of thing in the back. Fought through a couple guys in there, and then when you went upstairs into the open bar area, you encountered the more serious fight. Yeah. Anyway,
Is Mr. Bately still? He was a part of that establishment from before, right?
yeah, yes,
Okay.
Henry Bailey. Yeah. So I mean, you guys can check them out here. You can try it. Like you could go into the back room. You could go somewhere else if you want.
I
Just-
vote back room.
All right, cool.
Because
You
we
guys
go- Yeah.
technically stole these things. Maybe not let anybody see that we have these things.
Yeah, we don't want to do them out in the open.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got a business to look normal out here if we start blowing
Yeah.
stuff up.
Well, let's go downstairs and bust
Yeah.
up some crystals and snorting.
There
Oh,
we
no.
go.
Get a small pasta grinder out.
Don't crystal where you eat.
Okay, yeah. So you guys go down to the basement. You set out a little table. Vey is there. Who else is there? It sounds like Vond is there, maybe with a small hammer, ready to smash it if things go bad.
I'm curious too. I got me crowbar in case ghosts come out.
Okay,
First
terrific.
response, smash it.
Are you down there, Velestine, or are you still just upstairs?
I'll observe, I guess.
Are you watching from the stairs?
Or like leaning sort of edgily on like in the dark corner, just watching?
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice. Yeah, okay. So Vey, you open up the bag and you just, shake it a little bit, and out comes a few little small red, like sort of paper, like, what is the word that's escaping? Like tissue paper. Little red tissue paper parcels come out of it. You adjust your glasses and you sort of open one of them a little bit, and you get a peek of that sort of like oil slick moving colors glass on the inside. Do you want to open it further and take a look at it?
As long as I don't touch it. I believe we touched it last time and bad things happened.
Okay, sure. You take maybe there's like some gloves or tongs like down there. You take those and you very carefully you pretend you're Vond, you channel your bomb diffuser energy, and you slowly unwrap this little piece of glass.
Careful.
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 Be careful.
If you keep
I start shaking her.
saying
You
it-
have to be careful.
Dear God.
And it's there on the table, sort of lying flat. You can see a slight shimmer coming from it a little bit from a distance, but it's, maybe a foot away from you on the table, sitting in this little parcel.
Mm.
Do you want to take a closer look at it? Do you want to try and do anything to it?
I'm trying to think of like items that I'd be able to use to kind of like assist.
Sure, we can, why don't we take a look at your character sheet and see what is in the whisper items. Like in loadout. So you could go to loadout, add item, and then you can look at all the stuff with a W in front of it.
Hey, you want some rage drugs?
No, I don't want any rage drugs.
You still have
Yeah.
those?
I mean, suit yourself.
Oh my god. Let's see. Fine lightning hook. Electroplasm vials, demon's bane charm.
You could pull out your Demon Bane charm if you're worried about that.
Yeah, that sounds vaguely useful.
It's an arcane
Yeah.
trinket that demons prefer to avoid.
Yeah. It
Alright,
hasn't
cool.
seen the light of day. It's been tucked away because I'm sure that's probably an insult.
Yeah.
So
The
we'll see.
demons,
take it out of
demons
your
like,
bag.
hey, get out of my like cult right now, because like for some reason I
Your
don't
vibes
like
are off.
your vibes are off, and I can't explain it. It's like something's repelling me.
Yeah, you take this charm out of your bag and you kind of blow on it. You rub it a little bit with your sleeve before you clip it onto your shirt. What does it look like, by the way?
I didn't think that far.
Okay.
What's
Give
that?
me-
Some
give me
kind
a
of cult
bit.
thing? Back away.
I feel like it could just be like a brooch, right? That kind of fits
Yeah.
the whole theme of like this industrial apocalypse world. But
Sure.
a brooch of what?
Beetle.
I was kind of thinking beetle.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, a dung beetle.
Beetle brooch. There we go.
Beetle brooch.
Okay. So yeah, you put on your beetle brooch, and do you want to examine it a little bit more closely? It's sort of sitting across the table from you because you use the tongs to sort of open it up and stuff.
Does it react to the beetle brooch being close to it, like the demon's bane? Is there any sort of thing happening?
You hold the demon's bane
Is
charm.
baning occurring?
Well, in
Um,
case it's like there's demon blood in it or something.
Sure, yeah. You hold it with the tongs, and you sort of hold it near it. You don't really, and you attune yourself to the ghost field. You don't really sense anything going on. You don't feel any static, no vibrations going on, nothing really.
Well, we can cut out demons. I think we're all set there.
Whew.
Skov, can you pick that up for me?
What I will say is when you take the brooch away and you still just kind of attune to the ghost field and try to feel around it, you do feel some static around it. There is something to do with ghosts and the spirit world with this thing.
Okay.
It has some sort of energy around that.
Yeah, Skov, can you pick that up for me?
What am I picking up?
A tiny piece of glass.
No. No, I'm not going to touch the glass.
Can I compel him to try and pick it up?
Compel works on spirits. So
I don't know.
You're
No,
going to command me? I'm going to
just thought
command
you'd
you
be
to step
dumb enough to
down.
pick it up if I asked politely.
I'm the one that told you none of us is smart enough to grab it. I mean, stupid enough.
Get those two confused.
Good job, Skov. You outsmarted me. I didn't want you to actually pick it up, so it's fine. Good job.
I solved
won.
your glass puzzle.
Do you grab it with the tongs maybe and lift it up that way? If you
I
don't
mean,
want to touch it, you can still do that.
Yeah, but I just wanted to like give it to someone who's stronger that can touch it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not me.
I wanted a guinea pig.
I want a guinea pig.
Well, like I said, I could smash it.
Let's hold off on the smashing maybe until after something else.
Do you want
I
to
don't
call down one of your thugs or Henry Bately even?
No, we can't mess with Mr. Bately. That seems
Okay.
mean.
I'm gonna kill Henry Bately.
I'm gonna accidentally toss it over to Skov.
Jesus.
He has to catch it now.
I
Use
mean,
your psychic powers to push it.
All right, you know
Get
what we'll do
involved.
for this? We'll do
A prowess check to dodge it.
I would actually say I think it's more finesse. Let me check though. That makes sense.
Well, I figured it was a save, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, but you're not resisting harm. I was just gonna say a fortune
Oh.
roll based on. I was just gonna do a fortune.
Yeah, like a.
We could just do
oh
a fortune
no!
roll.
Oops, I dropped something.
Yeah, and we'll just see how it turns out. Because there's no immediate risk, and you're not about to receive harm. So, just do a fortune roll of finesse.
Okay. How does that work?
Let's see, dice roll fortune, and so you will do a number of dice. If you have 0 pips, you just roll 1 dice. So just do down in the little dice roll thing, roll some dice, do fortune 1 die.
Yep. What isn't it like 2 and you take the worst one if it's 0 pips? Or am I imagining that?
I think pips are additional dice. No, you're right. It is actually 2 and you take the worst. That's correct.
Oh, great.
Pips is how many you roll. You could, I guess, you could push yourself and roll 1 die instead of disadvantage.
Not gonna
if you want.
push myself.
Yeah.
to avoid.
Alright, I think it's good.
Okay.
Oh god.
Okay. Yeah. So she sort of tosses this at you underhand with the
Oops.
tongs, sort of flicks it at you, and you go, whoa, 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 and you fumble a little bit, you juggle it a little bit, and then you stop, and you've got it pinched in one of your hands, and it's there.
Great.
Just it feels like a piece of glass. The edges aren't like they've been, ground down a little bit. They're not really sharp. It has sort of a triangular shape to it.
And this is because I failed the check, right? I got 3.
Yeah, I would have said probably if you succeeded, you successfully dodged it and it like landed on the ground or
All
something.
right.
She
I just wanted to
you
make sure
touch
we
it,
took the
so-
worst one.
Yeah. No.
Alright, I'm touching it. I wince and then open my eyes slowly. Oh, nothing bad happened. Maybe you's just weak. I toss it back to her.
I mean,
So this isn't just
She
a
catches
broken
it.
window.
yeah, I'll willingly touch it because at this point, I think this one's broken.
You catch it. And
This one's
you-
just normal glass.
Yeah. Yep. No, you still have it. You open your palm and look at it a little bit. It's got the sheen is a little bit dull. You can't really see it in the light right now. But yeah, this is one of the shards.
Nothing weird happening from it though.
Not right now to you.
Huh.
Do you want to examine it more closely or anything like that?
How the fuck did
Now
I
that
do
you have it in hand.
Yeah, I guess so. Before Vaughn decides he wants to smash it in my hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just
I'll do it.
open up a deeper connection with the spiritual world and see what maybe pulls through.
Sure. You attune a little bit closer to it, and you notice an interesting phenomenon. As you turn it around and over in your hands, it's sort of, you feel this hum coming from it. And depending on how the light hits it, the hum gets louder and quieter. So like as you're sort of turning it over in your hand, you hear it go woo, woo, in the spirit realm. So that's like, you feel that in your head.
Huh.
It seems to in some way be dependent on the light hitting it.
Oh, okay. It's not like trying to connect to like other ones on the table or something.
It doesn't, that from what you can see, it doesn't seem to be that.
Somebody get a light source.
Oh, you guys have some electroplasm, like light bulbs in the ceiling here.
All right.
Oh,
You're just
grab
sort
one.
of like not really near one right now.
I'll grab a lamp off the wall and rip it off, and then bring it to her, and then realize that I've disconnected it. Oh.
And then you go back to the wall and you take the oil lamp.
At this, it's fine. I've got it. I stand on top of the table and I'm reaching it up to the ceiling to see what happens.
Yeah, you reach it up to the ceiling, and the humming is much louder now. And as you're turning it over, the light catches it really brightly, and you see in like that sort of oil slick sheen on it that you saw the last time you touched one of these and looked at them comes off so strongly, and the light almost goes rainbow for a sec. And you can't see anything. It's black. You hear a grinding of metal, kind of like a metal door sliding open. It slams to the side, and now you hear wind whipping going by. You hear metal clanking on metal. It almost sounds like a open train car. While
Okay.
this is happening, the rest of you guys, we'll smash back to her in a sec. She is just stood staring up at the shard near the light, frozen, just locked on it. Her pupils are dilated, purely, like totally open. Smash back to you. You hear the wind whipping and the sounds of a rail on track. And you hear someone from behind you. I think you deserve a better death than this, but... Oh, who am I kidding? I'm glad to be taking care of you, you rat. And you feel someone grab at the top of your head and pull something off. Must have been a bag or something, because now your eyes slowly adjust and you can see. You're looking out the open door of a rail car into the Deathlands. You see lightning bolts striking barren ground. You see old ruins around. You are in a rail car that is traveling between places on the Deathlands. And you are on your knees, legs and arms tied. You've had a bag pulled off of your head. And the guy leans in and whispers. He says, I hope they tear you apart. And then he pushes you out of the car and you land on the ground and go unconscious. And you snap back to the real world.
Probably fall to table, try to get down. I don't
Before-
like these.
Before you do that, also, I will ask you to resist minor harm to resolve. The minor harm is shard addiction.
I also have a splitting migraine. Does that kind of create a negative for this in
It
any
does
way?
mean, I believe it means you will roll one less die. Let's open you up.
Let's crack open that skull.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just like in real life.
Oh no, it's less effect. It's not a level 2 harm. So this would only be when you are making your own rolls. You have reduced effect.
Okay. Yeah, it's under. I see. Okay. I.
So
grab
the first
the
thing
dice.
is, if you, I assume you want to resist the harm.
I would love to resist harm.
Great.
Yes, that's great.
It's minor harm, so resisting means it's downgraded. You are just not going to suffer harm. So now what you'll do is you will do a, let's see, is it in the dice things?
I remember seeing like.
Oh no,
minor
what you'll
harm
do is you'll
stuff.
just roll resolve. You see where go over resolve on your player sheet, and you'll just click it, and that'll do your your
Yes.
roll.
And there's nothing that pops up for like minor or anything like that.
No. What it will do is you'll just do a public roll for that, and what will happen is you will do the same thing. We'll look for what the highest die rolled was, and you will suffer. Okay, perfect. Suffer 0 stress. Basically what it does is it takes the highest number you rolled out of the pool and subtracts it from 6, and that's how much strain you suffer or stress.
Oh, okay.
That's how resisting harm works. When you say you resist harm, you always downgrade it. There's no chances to downgrade it. You just do it.
Yep.
The question is how much strain you suffer. Okay, so yeah, you snap out of it. You stumble down off the table, shaky. You drop the shard onto the table as you do it.
Well, clearly light doesn't help.
I just. Mm.
You all right, V's?
Mostly? I'm concerned that these are somehow holding on to memories or some sort of aspect of other lives or past lives. I don't know. Keep seeing visions. This one showed the rail cart, and I was in the position of the person who was bagged and kicked off into the Deathlands.
That's a terrible way to go.
Yep, they're also kicked off being alive. I heard a voice say, I hope they tear you apart.
Yikes. What was the last vision you saw with this thing?
You were
Bright
laying.
sky.
Yeah, you were laying in some weird sort of green, soft stuff. The sky was blue instead of pure black. There was a really bright spot in it. And you were laying next to a beautiful woman in a red dress who was holding your hand. And then you looked up and you saw
Maria.
the sky turning dark, and then the bright light getting dimmer and dimmer and dimmer, and then it cut out.
So if you're trying to think of some sort of connection between these, I honestly don't know, but we do have some place that we could at least go and investigate. Maybe it's something to do with the Deadlands.
Yeah, I mean, a rail car's a place we can go, not like some imaginary place that has, what do you call it,
Algae?
colors?
Soft green stuff. Look great.
So you mean like
Green?
algae?
Oh, algae colored, yeah.
It looked kind of like the seaweed that grows at the bottom of the eelery tanks, but it wasn't underwater, and it was much shorter. It's very strange.
So weird.
So you are sitting in a dry eel pan with a light on
And
Oh, maybe
a
it was
beautiful woman.
mold.
and a beautiful fishmonger.
The fishmonger's wife.
yes.
Alright,
Oh,
well,
obviously we should go to the eel fields then.
I think we should go check out the railroad, because that's a place that exists. Eels are probably too high protected, what with them being an upper class crusty meal, huh?
Celestine, what are you thinking? I know you're over there in the corner. Can you add some insight?
Oh shit. Didn't know anyone was in that corner.
I'm always in the
The
corner.
darkest corner
It's
with
very
the best
dark
view.
over there.
Apparently everybody puts baby in the corner.
You put yourself in the corner.
What do you think I want to get messed up in the shard business?
Nope,
It makes
don't
people
blame
go
you.
crazy.
Don't blame you one bit.
It's true, it only
very
affects
weird.
women.
It wasn't
You know
there
what?
that
Reasonable
man that was
supposition.
forcibly being overdosed with them in that last place we went to?
Right.
Yeah, these are
Looked like
clearly
a-
some kind of upper crust drugs. That's all I've figured out so far.
Sounds like it's a conduit to something, but who knows what it's being connecting to?
See, if I had another vision and it had a very beautiful woman laying next to me and then all that green stuff again, sure. I would say this is some drug that's being used to get people high so that they can just, like, you know, take advantage of them. This one's different, and it was not pleasant.
I mean, you could always try another. You only have a sample size of 2.
Does the one she touched and used have any physical change that would be notable?
Yeah, you go over and you sort of gingerly peek at it, trying to like angle your head to avoid the light. And it looks sort of like matte. It's lost that sort of almost moving oil slick sheen on its surface. So once you see that, you sort of move your head to look at the light, and it just looks like a piece of kind of smoky glass now. You pick it up, you hold it.
You try the next one.
Yeah, it seems to be expended. Whatever you got was a one shot.
Strange.
I guess I'll smash it anyway.
Yeah, okay.
Well, first one's free.
Getting rid of the evidence.
Yeah, someone else gonna try another one?
I'm
not trying to push you guys to at all, but
I would love to see if anyone else can activate these without me using my abilities. That is my curiosity.
How much do we
Fine.
actually have?
you guys, your bag has like maybe 10 in them. 10 of them in it. You just sort of it was part of their sort of distribution arm. So these little red tissue paper parcels are probably the individual like unit that's sold on the street. But this was a bag that was probably going to a dealer or a drug den of some sort. So it's got a fair number in it.
Yeah, I'll try it. Didn't seem to hurt none. And I mean, I'm partial to this sort of thing anyway.
Yeah, it's just such a channel of positive energy.
But I mean, not that I want to. I just, I want to see what it feels like, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll see some of that green stuff.
Oh yeah.
And touch it.
he like gulps a little, kind of looks around. You all right? He picks out the smallest one.
Sure.
And he
like a little fingernail-sized piece.
Drugs.
He kind of like turns it over in his hand, looks at Vey, and then looks at the electro lamp and kind of holds it up to it.
Yeah.
So do I like snort it or?
And you get cut off mid-sentence. You are locked in place, staring at it. You are looking down at a sort of brown, stringy cylinder that's very small, standing on top of another brown, stringy cylinder. You breathe in deeply, and you swing a heavy axe up behind your head, and you bring it down on the small cylinder. And it splits with a very nice, satisfying into 2 halves.
This feels right for some reason.
And your axe is stuck in the bottom cylinder. You yank it up out of it, and then you lean it on the side for a little bit, wipe your brow, breathe in deeply, and the smell is indescribable. It's incredible. It is so it is literally indescribable. It smells so good.
No, it smells like Pine Sol.
Yeah. And you
don't know what
that
means, but I know it smells like cleaner.
And you look around you, and you are surrounded by much larger brown cylinders coming up out of the ground, sort of turning into this green canopy of stuff above you. You look around, you feel very satisfied and happy with what you're doing. There's a pile of these sort of split brown cylinders next to you. You reach down to grab the 2 halves and pick them up to put them onto the pile. And you pause for a moment as you're walking over, and you hear a low growl coming from somewhere nearby. You grip your axe a little bit tighter, grab it in both hands, and you start walking towards the bushes, the sort of green blobs that are surrounding the clearing you're in. And then you snap out of it.
Could we
Hello?
say that I
Is
had
anyone
time
out? Hello. So I don't snort it then.
Yes.
I think I got it.
What was that, Vey?
I would say in the moment that this is all happening, can I try to investigate to see if there's any, like, what happens with,
Also,
like,
hello.
Skov's eyes,
Welcome
like,
back.
any other, like, indicator, like, do I see some sort of flow of the iridescence like moving off and into him? Like, is he absorbing it this way by just looking at it? Like, what's happening?
Huh. Okay.
Climb back up on the table and stare at
Did
him.
you peek at the
Yeah.
ghost field during the trip or something, maybe?
Yeah, if you want to do something like that, you could try.
Okay, yeah.
I will say make an attune check. This is going to be limited effect and desperate position, because this is something way beyond what you would normally be able to divine.
Desperate and limited.
Yeah.
Womp.
Okay, yeah. I am gonna say you lose this opportunity for action, and I'm actually gonna have you roll to resist shard addiction again. As you
Damn it.
attempt to attune to what's happening, you focus in on the shard, and you get a couple of brief flashes of what he saw. You see him splitting the cylinder with the axe. You hear the growling as he's approaching the sort of green blobs.
Secondhand smoke.
Yeah.
Good.
Resolve again?
Yep.
Roll for double trip.
Okay, so you'll take 2 stress.
2 stress.
All right. So explain to me what you saw in there.
Oh, it was indescribable.
Well, try.
Alright, so there was these big-ass brown cylinders. I don't know, kind of had the texture of, like, the tavern that we're in, somehow. And...
You know what wood is, right?
Yeah, I think everyone knows. Yeah, you know what wood is. You
Okay.
probably don't know what trees are.
Thank
I'll
goodness.
say that. So you
I
knew
never
you
seen
were
bark.
splitting wood.
Telephone pole-esque things in this.
Yeah,
Like,
what do we...
No.
I know it's explained in the book. I don't remember what we use as wood in this world. Is it like fungus?
I mean, so most stuff is probably built out of stone.
Oh, okay.
Because there's a lot of, because Akaros has a lot of its value comes from its inland quarries. So for the most part, most everything is probably built out of stone here. But like stuff like chairs are probably built out of wood that's scavenged out of the Deadlands, or out of like ruins from old cities, or has existed from before.
Repurposed.
It's kind of
Yeah.
like wood, but it was like standing up or something, and it was this big cylinder kind of shape. There was green stuff, but in the sky. I think it's what you was talking about. I think you were wrong. I think it was in the sky.
No, the one I saw was definitely not in the sky, it was on the ground.
There was some on the ground, I guess, but there was something in the woods, and I was hacking up the wood cylinders, and then I went to investigate, and then I got pulled back.
So,
You know what? Sorry.
I didn't get
It's a
high at
little
all.
it's a little too weird if there's not trees as a concept. What I'll say is there are trees, but they don't, like, trees exist in this world, but they don't have leaves. There's some
Oh, yeah.
weird breed of trees that grow through the eternal night. They don't need sunlight to grow. They just like kind of
Gotcha.
some sort
Maybe
of,
they don't
dead,
grow near
but
the city.
alive.
They just grow like in the far outreaches.
yeah, maybe in the far outreaches, people who are maybe a little bit more wealthy could probably import them and try to replant them in areas. As we know, there's the phenomenon of these electroplasmic lamps and electroplasmic luminance that the very wealthy use to grow green vegetables. So probably in the really wealthy parts of the city, they have these life force luminance lamps, and they probably do actually have green leafing trees there, but certainly not anywhere else.
Well, there was a
Probably
lot
other-
of trees surrounding us and filled with leaves. Would not believe.
And there were
And then
no
he-
electro lamps.
And then he walked into the woods to investigate
Like a noise.
a growling sound, an ominous growling sound, you would say.
Well, not for me, but maybe for one of you weaker constitution folk, maybe.
Sure. So I'm gonna make a crazy wild guess here. So we just saw Vey said that it was a man getting kicked out to his apparent death. You, Skov, saw a man that had a growling sound that could potentially have been a dangerous creature per se. And then the first one was also somebody in their last moment. Maybe we're seeing people's last moment before they die.
Jesus Christ. Whoever that is. I owe him money. Anyway, it's kind of like that story about that weird ship that came in. No crew. It returned. It was something called the Obra Dinn.
Oh yes, the Obra Dinn.
Sorry.
Aubergine.
Wait, so your theory is that these are all last moments of consciousness before the person is taken away, before they exit
there's
this world.
spirits all over this plane. Maybe they're being, maybe their last moments get siphoned into crystals.
Into
I'm not the
Physical
expert here.
manifestation? But what purpose would it even be used for?
How would they harvest this stuff? Well, this is before the calamity, right? So
Yeah,
they must be
before and
finding
after.
this, not making them. So where's they finding it?
What are the people that clean up the ghosts called again?
Those are the spirit wardens.
Maybe the spirit wardens might know something about that.
Oh, we ain't going to them.
I am definitely not
Oh, we're
touching
not. They're
that
scary.
with a 10-foot pole.
They
have
got like
no
these,
faces. I've
yeah,
seen one.
faceless masks.
Oh,
Not that I
people
got
say they're
nothing
not
to say
even
about
people.
faces. Well, you know what?
Oh,
We at least know that the railways lead out to where one of these people's died. That's one place we can
Could.
check, but otherwise I think we're still dead in the water. We need to find someone. We need to find out where they're getting these, what their source is. Maybe we need to bust up some crows. Wait, was this the crows or red sashes?
No, this is the red sashes.
We need to bloody up some red sashes.
Or find
Yeah.
out where the red sashes are getting their distribution.
weren't we
Yeah,
like?
by beating them up.
You might not want to
Allied-
piss
not
off the only ones that are
allied
actually
them,
nice
right?
to
It's-
us in this region.
Yeah.
You guys are working associates with the red sashes.
Oh, damn,
And-
you're right.
What you do know from the first job that you guys did for the red sashes is that they are getting these shards from the rail cars. They are getting them essentially shipped in, smuggled in
Right.
a couple of special crates each month.
But we don't know who's shipping them.
Yeah.
Right, we
just-
don't know where they're coming from on the other end, you just know they arrive via rail.
And then they get like first dibs.
Yeah, exactly. They get to scoop them out of the cart first before the rest of the cargo is unloaded. And then they do, their distribution between various drug dens or their own individual dealers in the city.
What we could do is we could try and get some sort of manifest of that original cart and the tram and see which cities it stopped at and maybe go from there.
If they
Now we
still
know when
got
the
it.
next one's coming.
But that
Once every
sounds like
month.
it could work.
Not
Cool.
saying we're going to be able to follow it back, but we at least be able to figure out where maybe it came from.
I hope they don't keep these at the train station, because I blew up the front gate of the train station, and they might recognize me or something.
But your face is different.
Oh yeah, that's why I did that.
I would like
smart.
I'm so smart. I would
Oh
like
shit,
to know
yeah.
the crystals did show something before the calamity and after the calamity. So we're having not just now, but a before capturing of moments.
So
Oh,
maybe
yours-
this has been around for a long time.
Yours was post calamity.
I saw a big ball of something in the sky, and then the whole horizon went dark.
Oh, okay. Well, sounds like the best bet's the rail cars. Who's with me? You
Yeah,
gonna be up
seems
for this,
practical to
Vay?
me. It avoids attention from the red sashes, at least.
Yeah, we don't want to fuck with them. We got a nice thing going, and we got the crows up our arse.
And the leader will cut our heads off if we fail.
Should we
Semantics.
hide these here, or should we keep them on our body? I feel like it might be poor either way if these would be discovered in our hands.
Yeah, we could sell them.
Let's not sell them. They're too valuable.
We must have a safe down here we can put them in or something, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you guys just want to hang on to like currently pretty hot and desirable street drugs, just like throw them in a vault, I guess. Yeah,
Vaughn could at least smash the ones we used.
sure.
Well, we could bring one if we need proof of it or something. I
You're
don't know,
carrying it.
just... Oh, sure. Well, it's spent, right? So it's not gonna do anything. Yeah.
Yeah, you flick it around to the light. It looks like the other one. It's just sort of like a smoked glass shard right now.
Well, maybe someone else can tell. I slip it in my pocket. Apparently I said that out loud, so...
Fantastic. Okay, cool.
Good job, Skov. So
Nothing
proud of
but
you.
to do.
Jim
Alright.
winks.
Wink.
Jim.
All right. Anybody know a guy at the train station?
Yeah. So what? So all right. So what are we trying to do here?
We're trying to
Alright.
get the manifest, and then I
Get
guess
the manifest. Okay.
follow that trail. I don't know if that can lead into the same heist, or if it's a multi-heist thing.
It would probably be a multi-heist thing. We'll see what happens when you guys get the manifest. What that tells you, if it tells you anything. Yeah. I mean, following it might involve leaving the city, so you guys might want to do other stuff first as well,
Yeah.
if the manifest points you to one of the other cities on the other side of the rail network. But yeah, okay. So, all right, you are then. So, what does this sound like? Your options are, or the different types of score, right?
Yeah.
Are assault, do violence to a target, deception, lure, trick, or manipulate, stealth, trespass unseen, occult, engage a supernatural power, social, negotiate, bargain, or persuade, or transport, carry cargo or people through danger.
This
Sounds like
generally
this is
sounds like
stealth,
deception. Or, sorry, stealth.
Yeah, I was gonna say it could either be stealth or it could be social. I feel like you can either try to sneak in and steal the manifest, or you could try to negotiate your way in to get access to it. I feel like there's maybe two ways to cut it.
Who owns the rail cars? Is it the Railjacks?
The Railjacks Guild, yes.
What's our faction with them?
I don't
Not
think
good.
they have their own. Let me check though. I don't think they
Never
have their
neutral
own
with
faction
them or
thing.
something.
Oh,
No.
okay, cool. Yeah, you
I
guys
figured
are
we blew
neutral.
it up, so we
They
wouldn't
remain
have.
neutral until we mess with them.
No,
until
yeah,
they
the
realize we blew up
Railjacks
the
are.
rail.
The Railjacks Guild is not a faction because they don't do crime.
No, they're just
They
like
do train.
They're just they're a
they're
business
like
arm.
Department
Yeah.
of Transportation.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. They're the DOT. They probably, as a note, they probably have some of your faces on posters in the Railjacks Guild as well.
No,
Not
Possibly.
mine.
Yeah.
Didn't we have crappy
Um,
disguises when we did that?
No, yeah, actually, you guys did. You were disguised either as like Railjack operators themselves, I think, or maybe bluecoats.
Yeah, we had used railjack outfits
Uniforms?
with bullet holes
Okay.
in them.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay, so you guys probably aren't necessarily known to the Railjacks.
Still best practice, though. Best wear some sort of coverall.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
nope. To the makeup department.
Okay.
I
So
open up my go to my large bureau that I probably set up of just, I don't know what,
yeah,
the woman stuff.
the light.
Makeup.
Where I put my lady stuff.
Cool. All right. So stealth or deception? Which one are we feeling? Sneak in or talk your way in?
Velocity
not-
loves talking.
Yeah, Velocine loves talking. We're gonna put her right in the spotlight. She'll do fine.
Yeah.
Probably will be right behind you.
You'll get us in,
I
Velestine.
chose this character.
You did.
I pat her on the back.
All of us are just gonna talk her up to make sure that she feels really confident about herself and that she's like really in the right mind space. And
You
then
look
we all
very pretty today,
Yeah.
Velestine.
and we just disappeared like fucking cockroaches. The light turned on.
So then I need the detail, which is the method of deception. How are you going to deceive
Yeah,
your way
good
in?
question.
Doing
Inspection?
pose as
No.
someone who needs the manifest.
Go
Yeah,
So-
inspection, right?
ask for help.
Oh, one person could ask for help, others could stealth in.
Could do that. If you you on the inspection angle, maybe it's like a maybe it's an
Random-
accounting thing. You are, the council accountants come in to double check all the math on the books to make sure there's no, money laundering or skimming off the top going on here.
Yeah, if
perfect.
we're the
Blue coats.
IRS or the Duskval IRS,
Yeah, exactly.
I think
That's
somebody's
why
going to be attending us most of the time. That'll rightly distract them,
Good. I have an
or get us
atrocious
direct
pants-
access.
I have an atrocious pantsuit I can use.
So
Vay, do
the
you need those glasses at all times to see, or can I borrow them? It
Y-
makes you look very nerdy.
you can here you go. And
you
her
want my
eyes just
hat?
narrow and she can't see at all.
Okay, I'll
I'll
find
use-
a
I'll
different
u-
pair.
No, no, no,
You
no, no.
can-
You can use
no,
them.
Vay like takes them off and hands them to a totally different space, like right next to Melody.
I
Here you
don't
go.
want these.
I can attune to the other world, and that can help guide me through.
It's like when I was
Nice.
blind in 2 Rooms and a Boom alley.
Yes. Oh crap! What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So I was gonna ask that whole situation with like the rail cars being blown up, and there was a theft that had happened. Was that public knowledge, like in a newspaper?
They probably did not. So what happened probably is you probably made the news for attacking Gaddock Rail, the actual rail station, and
Mhm.
like the explosions there and stuff. Probably made the news, especially because you guys got some heat and rep for it. So you probably something ran like upstart gang
Right.
assaults Gaddock Rail, naming you guys and stuff like that. The other group, the other pair, Vond and Hicks, originally, they infiltrated the Gaddock Rail offices. And then that sort of infiltration was disrupted by an attack by the Crows. So the Crows got most of the sort of say from it, but also the deal that was going on was a under the table deal between the Red Sashes and the Railjacks Guild.
Yeah.
So they did not publicize that. They just publicized that the Crows attacked it. And that's probably where you guys are going to be going now, the Railjack offices.
One day we'll do a heist that doesn't involve the Railjacks.
Well, so Vaughn would know how to get there, which is good information.
Yes, he
but
knows
it's
the layout.
Enough of a information is kept secret from the public so that if a person who went in who knew about situations going down could use that to leverage the whole inspection, because they should or have to inform someone in the rankings somewhere.
I can play as accountant lady for the inspection or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can be your guys' point of entry. You are, trying to convince them that you are here to check all of their books and double run the numbers. Yeah. That sounds good.
I can be
so
your
that is-
bodyguard just in case anything funny happens. Don't want the IRS getting beat up,
Let me
Lots
get
of
you a
evil
blue coat
factions
outfit.
around.
Nice. Okay, so we've got our plan and our point of attack. Let's just go. I'm going to go grab another seltzer. Why don't you guys think about what you want your loadout to be for this? Light load, making you faster, less conspicuous, you'll blend in with citizens. Normal, you look like a scoundrel ready for trouble. Or heavy, which is probably out of the question.
I think
I think you're all probably on light load,
Oh.
but
I'm thinking light.
yeah, you're definitely on light, for sure.
Hopefully we won't need too much for this mission anyway.
Traveling light, just something to help you get out of trouble, and that's it.
Like a knife, maybe, a ghost key for some quick steps.
We just need to know light, and then we kind of, if we need something on the spot, we kind of just say we have this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget how many slots
it's-
they are.
Yeah, isn't it a
3
certain amount of
slots
things?
for light, 5 for normal, and 6 for heavy.
Oh, okay.
Some things take multiple slots, judging by this. I'm looking at the playbook printouts.
I think so.
Yeah, the actual printed out
Yeah, armor is 2
sheets
It
slots.
says-
have it listed a little
example.
better than.
Subterfuge supplies, that sounds useful.
In
I
the
might be
loadout,
able
it
to-
says like plus heavy, and it has like a 3 next to it.
It's one drop item for documents, which is interesting.
Oh, dead iPad.
That'd be good to
Oh,
have.
we need credentials.
Yeah. We had
Could use a
credentials last time.
flashback to resolve credentials or something.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if I could get away with a normal load, if I'm a bodyguard or something. Maybe I have an excuse. Like, yeah, I look like a scoundrel, but that's because you hired me as a scoundrel.
What are you planning on bringing? Climbing gear?
I don't know. Big weapon.
Big
Not like
weapon?
I have to think about it. But that's what I'm just suggesting.
Okay, I'm back.
Could
Yeah.
be a good idea, but also just depends on how we want Velestine to move through all of this.
That's true. I don't think I need to sneak. That's why I'm saying maybe I can go normal load and be a hired scoundrel.
Is it each individual player has their own load, or is it
That's correct.
the whole group has to? Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Yeah, so I'll be on light duty, obviously.
Yeah, I'm gonna take light as well.
Looks like
And
I'm
keep in mind,
normal.
you guys also have Bravos rigging as a benefit from being Bravos. So I believe you get 2 free load of weapons or armor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you get 2 free load worth of weapons or armor items. So you can carry, a sword and pistol or wear normal armor, and it costs you 0 load. So even if you go light load, you still have 2 free load to work with for saying you brought weapons or armor if
Okay.
things go south.
I think I might add armor then, just off the get-go.
Yeah. Well, and just like any other item, you can just choose. You can say you've got it when it matters.
Yeah, I guess
Right.
so. I just figured I'm probably going into this with armor. Just
Yeah.
might as well get that 2 free load worth out of the way.
Okay. So we have our plan of entry. We have what we're doing. Do we want to do our engagement roll?
Yeah, I think Allie might have just gotten up.
Oh, okay.
I'm back.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
I got a brownie.
Nice. All right. Engagement roll. We start off with 1 die for sheer luck. Major advantages. This operation is not particularly bold or daring. Does the plan's detail expose a vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest? I'd say so.
Do they
I'd say
have
so.
IRS problems?
No, but nobody likes the IRS, or nobody's going to turn down, nobody's going to say no to an audit, I feel like.
All right.
No, all right, fine. We won't give you a die for that. What I will give you a die for, though, is friends or contacts provide aid or insight. Because Vond has been here before, I'm going to give you guys another die.
Yeah, right on, Vond.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, we
Operation.
walked right by the paperwork.
Yeah. Operations overly complex. No. Target strong against this approach. Enemies, rivals interfering. Nah. Target's a higher tier doesn't matter. District modifiers. Nope. Okay. So let's go ahead and roll this. All right, 6. Good result. You're in a
Stuff.
controlled position when the
God.
action starts, and oh no, the crit is the other one. All right.
Yeah.
So, you guys have gotten all suited up, and you have strolled up to the front offices, and you've walked your way in and gone up to the front desk. And the man in the front looks up, and he looks at you, Velestine and Vey and Vond, looking like, standard business people, and then he looks at
I
Skull,
scowl.
much larger and intimidating. What's the occasion for this visit, and what can I pen you in under?
Oh, we're under from the whatever the
Sure. The Duskwall
logistical-
IRS.
yeah, the
Dustfall
Dustfall
Department of
IRS.
Investigation of Income.
Yeah.
We need to audit some of your whereabouts, your books. Something isn't adding up, so we're gonna need some of your manifests, some of your documentation, just to make sure everything is prim and proper.
Oh, didn't expect one so soon after the last one. And he looks down at his papers and flips through them a little bit. All right, well, give me your IDs and I'll check them through and get you signed in.
All right. Is there like
Flashback?
You guys
Yeah.
could flash back.
flashback to where I gathered some
Credentials.
fake IDs?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. How do you want to have gathered these fake IDs?
Okay. Is it possible that somebody could have walked, or it's probably too convenient, but somebody in our bar or regular it actually works for that department, and we can kind of like sneak something off of them?
I don't think that's out of the ordinary. Maybe someone slipped into your bar. You know, as you guys maybe for a week have been planning this
Right.
gig, and in the time there, you've told Henry to keep his ear out and sort of come get you if he hears anyone talking about like work and it's related to any sort of internal auditing stuff. And then when he does call him in, you sit down with him, you sort of have a drink, you get him a little bit looser, and then one of the times when you reach in to sort of like caress his shoulder, you slip the ID out of his pocket. Let's make that a... Which roll is it going to be? Oh, so it costs you 2 stress to do the flashback. As a
I'm
reference... Stressed!
I had 2 stress already. Did that go away or?
No, because we haven't had any downtime for recovery. I had, for reference, I made you guys a new journal, which is the player guide. Let me just make sure if this is visible to everyone. Player guide, configure ownership, all players observer, save changes. There we go. And that has the little reference PDF I gave you guys before on flashbacks and teamwork.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Sorry, so only take 1 strain, because I would call this an unlikely opportunity. Yeah. And then, what do we think? Do we think it's a consort or a finesse to like slip his?
Well, you could also sway it off. Well, I guess swaying would imply he's going to give it to you of his own free will.
Right, yeah, no, I'd probably have
Yeah.
to finesse it out of his pocket or whatever.
Yeah.
It sounds like sleight of hand, whatever that might be.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Alright, so it's modifier, position, effect, and all that I have to fill in?
Yes, so your position is controlled. This is definitely a risky roll. And effect normal. Let's see. Yeah.
So the position is controlled or risky?
Position is controlled. Oh,
Okay.
sorry. Yeah, position is controlled. Effect is standard. There we go.
Okay.
And
no
then you can, you can push yourself if you want a modifier, or you could say that
Fine for now.
someone could help you as well.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to help.
Well.
Yeah.
I've got.
Maybe maybe Vond, if, yeah, you can take a strain, Vond, and then we'll add a die to Velocity. Maybe Vond, he went into his little bandolier of chemicals and put like a couple of drops of a one of the chemicals that sort of reduces inhibitions or disturbs his focus. Made sure to slip a little bit into the drink that you gave him.
A loose tongue potion.
Alright.
Something like that in there.
Oh.
Trance powder.
Oh, perfect. I love that.
All right. You can press on by seizing a risky opportunity or withdraw and try a different approach. He notices you reaching for his badge, and he's like, "Oh, getting a little frisky, love. What? You want to take this upstairs or downstairs? I don't really know the layout of this place." You could try and... let me just double check the differences between sway and consort, because I think it would be consort here. But basically try to woo him into the bedroom where he will probably just pass out. And then you can just take
Yeah,
him
that.
because he's drugged. So, yeah, consort is socializing with friends and contacts. So yeah, this is sway. This would definitely be sway. Influence someone with gilly, charm, or argument. So this will be a risky sway with normal effect.
Risky standard.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, this game.
Things go badly, you suffer harm, a complication occurs, you end up in a desperate position, you lose this opportunity.
Hot girl problems.
Yeah, damn, this is a hell of a flashback.
Yeah.
Celestine
so you don't
like
keep-
staring off into space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this, you lose this opportunity to shut the flashback down. You were not able to get, you, Velestine, through the method you described, were not able to get any, like, confiscated ID cards or anything like that. I will leave it to someone else now to try and address him. He is sort of has his hands out and he's like, well, your IDs.
I'll use a flashback. That guy's leaving the establishment, and I'll beat him the fuck up and take it from him.
Fantastic. All right, give me
Nobody touches Philistine!
give me one strain for this. I'll do that. It's not particularly outlandish. And yeah, this will be a risky skirmish, I think. Normal effect.
Risky skirmish.
And you took your one strain for the flashback.
The strain of stress, yeah.
That's correct. Yeah, stress. Yeah.
Yes, I did. I had one left over
Yeah.
from last time, so I just left it at 1.
Perfect.
You do it.
I do
Alright.
it. Beating up guy.
You knock him out, and yeah, you take his body and you sling him over your shoulder, and you move into a different part of town, so he probably will just not really remember what happened or not know where he was or who hit him. You got him in the back of the head.
I'm whistling to myself. I lay him down next to a trash can. I look in the trash can and like put a few bottles next to him. Put another bottle like on his head, and then like put some dirt on his face. Nod at my own work, and then walk off with the badges.
Draw a little mustache with the dirt.
Yeah.
And then you walk off, and then you remember, oh, wait. And you go back and you pull the ID out of his pocket.
Oh shit, yeah. I thought this was just for fun.
I thought I was just defending her honor. Yeah, so you take the ID back, and in like the week before you guys went on this, you studied the ID, and you actually were able to make some forged IDs based on it, with the same insignias and the same markings on them. So yeah, you guys all pull out little ID cards from your like breast pockets on your shirts, including Velestine, and you hand them over to this guy. And he looks over them. Yeah, okay. And he puts you into the registry over there. And then he looks up. Good. Thank you. And he hands the IDs back to the rest of you. Says, very well. I'll go get my associate and bring him down to take you up to the books. And he steps away. And he is going to go get, while I figure out a name for his associate, let me know if anyone wants to do anything while you're in the lobby. I don't imagine you would. You'll probably just wait till the guy comes. But
I can't
It worked.
see. I'm blind because Velestine has my glasses, so I can't see.
Oh, come along.
all right, yeah. He instead he comes back and returns to the desk, and behind him is a man who looks kind of exasperated with a big ring of keys on his hip. Okay, I'm Alistair Hedgewell. I'll take you up to the books. Come on. And he unlocks the door behind him, leading into sort of a central hallway that you guys get walked down, and then at the very end in the back is sort of a more open area with a network of staircases that sort of zigzag up the back part of the building up to the higher levels, and then he takes you up to the higher level through the rooms till you get to one of them that's like a double suite, and he puts in the key and unlocks it, and there's someone inside, and he sort of gestures to him, hey, Carl, I go on lunch break. Dustful IRS is here to check the books again. What? It's only been like a month. Yeah, I know. All right, come on, get out, have some lunch. Okay, well, he wanders over to the table. This, this one is this week's manifest, and he walks over to a cabinet and unlocks it and pulls out 2 more hulking tomes and drops them on the desk. These are the previous 2 weeks. And he goes and grabs another one and stacks it next to the other ones. And this is the first week of the month. All right. Don't take your time. I'll just be over here at the desk minding my own business. And he goes and sits at a desk nearby, and sort of starts picking at his fingers and trying to
Thank
idly
you.
pass the time.
Now, this kind of paperwork is why we don't do this legit normally.
Okay, so I guess we look through and try to find the manifest of that day.
Sure.
2
Yeah.
weeks ago or so.
You start leafing through the pages of this, and you realize very quickly each of these giant tomes is just a week. And by the time you even get to the day, it's like a 50-page section of this book, just the day. And there's so much information recorded here for every train. So many trains go in and out of Gaddock Rail every day. And just there are reams of information of every single thing that was on them down to the minute detail. It would take you days to sift through this and try and find the specific train you're looking for. You're not going to be able to do it here.
All right, so how do we sneak this thing out?
There's some kind of problem.
Awfully big.
Or do we have like cameras in this universe?
No, there's no such thing as a
Okay.
camera. Yeah.
Well, because we got to get it out of here then. Or
Maybe-
maybe we can convince him that we have to take it with us in order to.
Yeah, we have to take this one back to Santa's workshop.
That's what the SNIRS is for.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really Santa Claus.
That's right.
Oh, I'm not a fool. I know he's not an elf.
All right. Well, I just
Hmm.
kind of like am looking through everything, and it's been probably like an hour or so,
Yeah.
and I could just be like, oh well, I think I see the issue. My lazy work of my co-employee causing issues on the back end of it. So I'm gonna need to have to take this file with us and kind of double check everything that we have on file in our offices.
Huh? Well, I mean, that's highly irregular. It's not even. We haven't finished logging the week.
Is it of this week that we're trying to
Oh
get? or
no,
is it
yeah,
of
you're
the
trying to
previous
get like 3 weeks or 3 weeks or so ago. Yeah.
week? Oh no, we don't need your current week. We just need this week that has causing issues. Once we
Well,
figure all that out, then we'll take it back to you promptly. We'll have a courier bring it back.
oh, that's the only copy. I mean, this isn't my decision to make. Why don't you try and roll some sway on this guy?
Some sway. Okay.
Shway.
Try and swag him up.
Sway the hips.
Now, does
hip,
this-
the hip.
Does this help me out at all? This is one of my abilities as a slide.
Confuse or deflect suspicion.
Oh, yeah. I guess.
I don't know.
I don't know, I
This is suspicion of your identity. It's definitely
Yeah,
suspicion of your
that's-
motives.
That might come out. That might come up if this roll goes badly.
All right.
Um,
Well, let's just do the roll first, and then I guess see what happens.
yeah. So this will
I think I
be
should kind of push myself on this one.
okay. Yeah. This will be a risky roll, normal effect, I think.
And then pushing myself is how much stress again?
2 strain or 2 stress, plus 1 die.
All right. And then effect standard, and I'm sure this is gonna be. Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah. Let's see. Maybe there will be a complication. Let's look. Yeah, you convince him that you are able to take it away, but don't know. What makes sense as a complication? What? Let's do this. Yeah, no. He says, all right, you can. I don't think there's any issue with you taking it away, but I'm gonna have to go grab my supervisor and have him approve it. All right, just stay here for a minute. And he goes away and leaves the room, and he locks the door. He is going to go grab his supervisor, who is much more involved in this sort of thing and probably a bit more shrewd and scrutinous.
Oh, good. So can we just find a way to leave?
I should run out of the way.
I think
You
we
could-
should tell him that there's been some complications, and make him a bit scared that we's gonna come down on him. I
If
can
we
try and up
leave-
the intimidation.
If we leave, they're going to be even more suspicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys could try and pick the lock and just sneak your way out, or you can wait till he comes back and then, like Scott said, maybe try to just be intimidating.
We don't want our
Double down.
faces plastered all over the place again.
Especially not Skov.
Okay.
Skov just got a new one.
I don't want to have
Alright.
to get another new one.
Yeah, so he comes back, and the man he brings back is actually Carl, the guy who was off on lunch and who was in the room earlier.
Carl.
Yeah. He comes
Carl.
in and he adjusts his glasses and he's like, all right, what's all this about?
There's been a discrepancy.
What do you mean a discrepancy? I wrote those books myself.
So you're the one that
Expli-
did this.
Explain the discrepancy in detail. Point it out to me. I want to see it in the book right there.
You're in big trouble.
What do you mean?
Big.
Do you want? Are you trying? You trying to?
Skov is like
Oh,
this
yeah.
big.
Oh, yeah,
like-
why?
So we don't
Yes.
want any. We don't want any trouble about this. If you're gonna contest it, I'm registered to keep you away from my ward.
All right. Yeah. So this is probably command, right? Compel
Command?
swift obedience.
All right. I'm actually pretty good at command.
You're trying to compel swift obedience from this man.
Maybe I
let's
should push myself with this.
Well, Vaughn can help. He like says right here, and you just picked a random thing.
Yeah.
All right, sure.
Yeah, you like hold up the book far enough away that he probably can't read it, and you're just
I
tapping
point at
the
it and
thing.
shake my head. Yeah.
Yeah, behind him. Yeah, perfect. Well, again, I think we'll make this
Can't
a.
do it. Not today.
Can't do it. We'll make it a risky standard. We'll do that, and then yeah, +1 die because you're being helped. 1 strain to Vond, 1 stress to Vond. Got Genesis in my brain. Need to shake it.
Sorry, what was
Straight up.
position in effect again? Sorry, what was position in effect again?
I'm gonna say it's a risky normal. The previous roll was a partial success, so I don't think we need to make this a desperate position. This is itself a complication, so. Nice. You do it. Tax evasion. Yeah. He tries to adjust his glasses to look at the book from that Vaughn is holding up and pointing at him, and you kind of lean in closer, Skov, and you crack your knuckles a bit. Well, I wouldn't want any problems happening here. If you're going to return the book promptly, that's fine. You can just take it. And Carl sort of ushers his associate out of the room, and he leaves, and then Alistair with the keys is like, "Oof, I don't think I've ever seen him that scared." Well,
Hey, you
Come
got
on, then.
paper. You don't need a book.
You guys should be more afraid of audits.
yeah, maybe. I've never been thrown in jail for one. Well, come on, let's get you out of here. And Alistair escorts you guys out and gets you out of the building, and you are free to escape with this book.
Oh, we scored the heaviest and most boring tome in the city. Now what?
Yeah.
Now we
Yep.
sell it, right?
Now we scour through it to see where this train came from.
Yeah. We are going to do the downtime cycle now. And this was like not really a real score because you didn't do it like against any faction, but we'll still go through everything.
Okay.
Hardcore.
Payoff. Normally you would get rep, but this was a silent operation. No one knows you did it, so you get no rep. You only get reputation if people know you did the job. Coin. I'm not gonna say you guys get any coin for this. Heat. You guys didn't get any heat. Smooth and quiet, low exposure, and then entanglements. So let's roll entanglements.
Our GM hates us.
We were too good.
You
See, that's
might
the thing.
notice- No.
That's the thing. Nobody knows. There's no fame in being a gang who just goes around and just does jobs perfectly when nobody realizing they've happened. All right.
Call those bankers.
Oh, man, I just thought about it in a different way. I was like, I need to go and make some pamphlets. You know, make some cult pamphlets.
All right. What do we got here? Ooh, oh, this is a perfect opportunity to do this. Perfect.
Love to hear that from this side of the fence.
Yeah. Well, I assume you. The other one be good?
The someone's bragged, isn't it?
No, let's do this one. This one's fine.
You all go to jail!
You all go to jail. You all go to jail.
They always get you on the tax fraud.
No, you know what? Yeah, I'll introduce this. All right, cool. You guys do this job, and you guys head back to the Sound Garden afterwards. And you've gotten the book in, and you've gotten the book in, and yeah, Vond, you notice something is a little off. Everyone in the bar is really quiet, and they're all kind of looking out the windows. Then you guys turn around, and you see that a ram-drawn cart has sort of rolled up pretty close to the front of the building, and a guy has sort of stepped off the back of it, and he's waving into the building, kind of like beckoning someone to come out.
What does he look
Call
like?
a carriage.
He's kind of a skinny-looking guy. He's got a small hat. He's kind of a little bit scrawny. Very unassuming clothing. The people on top of the cart, there's a driver who, again, is a pretty normal-looking guy. And then next to him, through the windows, you can see there's a much larger-looking guy with a shotgun slung over his arms next to the guy on the top of the cart.
Okay, so they're not being like kind of on the down low. They're just trying to present themselves with the least intimidating folk.
Well, these aren't blue coats. They don't have blue coat uniforms.
It could still be intimidating. Squab's intimidating.
Sure.
But I mean, like, it's the, the wiry small guy that's, like, approaching, asking for discussion. Not the guy with the shotgun.
Yeah.
They probably just want someone to take their bags. Wait, that guy got a gun? Let me handle this. Stay back, ladies.
Tell them we're not a hotel.
We could try to make this more discreet and maybe just send Bond. He's a wee bit smaller. Stand in the doorway, and
What am I
if
gonna
they...
do? Be
He's
threatening?
pretty scrawny, though.
Talking. We can use our words before we start slinging around our fists.
I don't understand.
That's all right,
Doesn't make
dear.
any sense.
Pats him on his forearm.
He scratches his head and takes another sip from the whiskey he's nursing.
If that's what you wish to do, be my guest. Just letting you know, maybe we're probably being a bit more aggressive than we need to be.
The man's like sort of leaning forward, waving, and like has his arms up in like a what gives sort of gesture. He's clearly wanting someone to come out and talk to him.
Alright, fine, I'll go.
Go on, get.
I'm like, I
Squab
was
is
told
too
to
scary.
stay.
We're open, you
I was
know.
told to stay put. I don't know what you want.
Just watch from the doorway.
All right, yeah, Vaughn, you step out the door and you close it behind you, and the guy waving stops waving, and he's still over by the wagon, and he's not that far away from you. He talks, "Hey, this is the Sound Garden."
I'll look at the sign right next to the door. Yes.
Oh, that's great. That's great. You guys got the dog ring downstairs, right?
Who's asking?
Oh, just a concerned citizen. Actually, hey, you had one of your dogs go missing recently?
Did we?
You think about it, and you notice that there's one of the dogs is very like vocal, very barky. And when you guys came back, you didn't hear any barking coming from downstairs.
My puppies.
Are they trying to leverage us with dogs?
The guy goes to the back of the wagon and opens the door, and out jumps the scruffy-looking sort of wolfhound dog. And he immediately runs over to you, Vond, and sort of jumps up and starts trying to lick your face.
See, it was good you
Down,
went.
Scruffy.
Yeah, we found this guy wandering the streets the other night. It's pretty dangerous out here. Wouldn't want nothing bad to happen to him.
Can't believe Cruella DeVille is one of our villains.
Yeah.
Well, no reward for a kind stranger?
What's your angle? Just narrow my
Hey.
eyes at him.
I think
I'm
he's just told you.
I think, yeah, he's telling you, we took your dog and we brought it back, pay us. Or, we found your dog, we brought it back, pay us. Or maybe we can give him some ins on the fighting rings.
Well,
Your choice.
maybe you've earned a few drinks, and maybe you can come back tonight, and we'll give you maybe a free roll on a rook gambling table.
Oh no, I can't be sticking around for too long here. I got business to take care of.
I'm just gonna shuffle the dog into the room and let them handle that.
Yeah.
Oh, a
Get back in
scruffy.
there.
All right. No, I understand. Hey, just trying to look out for you. It's dangerous out here, times being what they are and all that. War between the red sashes and the lamp blacks, crows losing hold. It's dangerous here in Crow's Foot. And he sort of walks back to the wagon and hops on the back. Oh, by the way, you guys might want to change the locks on your back entrance. Just, it's dangerous out here, times being what they are.
Cheaped out.
Then he slaps the wagon, and
Went back in
they
the
keep
room.
moving.
Well, answers my question. I was gonna be like, can we go and search the place to see if it was broken into? No, we wouldn't have figured it anyway because you fucking walked through the back door.
This was Rivals. A neutral faction throws their weight around. They threaten you. You can either forfeit 1 rep or 1 coin per tier of the rival, or stand up to them and lose 1 status with them. You guys have stood up to this faction.
Also,
Yeah, it
you
kinda
will
sounds
lose 1
like that.
status with them.
-1.
What was this faction?
Well, Vond, you noticed it was sort of subtle. The wagon was a pretty dark paint, but it was maybe matte, and there was a bit of a glossy paint painted on the side. It was a symbol of a wasp inside a little hexagon shape. You yourself don't know what that guild is, that faction is, but you could bring it back in.
Bees.
Does anybody recognize a black wasp-looking motif?
Why don't we have... Let's see, there's 3 of you. Actually, the only people who might know about it would be like Vey or Velestine. So why don't you each just do a fortune roll, and we'll see if one of you rolls well enough.
Bees. Bees.
It's a bunch of bug worshippers that are trying to start crap.
Oh, it should have been it's fine you rolled 2 5s, but just roll 1 die for this fortune roll.
Oh. I hit number of dice 0D and then hit fortune and just rolled.
Oh, because I think it does the...
Failure.
Okay, that's fine. Vey, you, in moving around in the little nicer academic circles, have some recognition of this sign. This is the Hive, a tier 4 gang. One of the ones that is ostensibly, they actually do have a public arm. The Hive is a legitimate merchants guild, a guild of traders and suppliers who basically run all of the shipping and receiving for Duskwall. And behind the scenes, nobody says it out loud, but everyone knows that they control pretty much all contraband and smuggling operations within the city. They make sure the city runs. They control almost all of the money flow in the city.
I know that we may have stood up to them today, but maybe we should consider their business in the future. Just want to make note they're the hive. They have their fingers in everything in this city. They make sure that us criminals, and all of our fortunes kind of flow through their fortunes. Just saying.
Well, I told them what for, Gotta stand up.
Yeah, if one of them ever touches one of our dogs
Better
again.
locks on our basement.
What? They broke in?
I don't think they broke in, dear. I think they said that they just walked in.
I'm gonna check
That's
that
slang
lock.
For breaking in. Come on.
Well, he said change the locks, not fix the locks.
Just change them because they're too easy to get into.
Or that, who knows?
I knew I should have done that.
Yeah, if we need to change the locks, I don't think it's because it was unlocked.
What if, look, this place was owned prior. There may have been friends who had keys to this
I'm
place
gonna
for
go
other
check
reasons.
the lock.
Okay.
Get the soldering iron.
So now you guys get some downtime. Let's pull up the little journal page in the player guide. Maybe it's not in the player guide. Where did I put it? Oh, did I not put it? Oh, I think it's in the quick reference.
I definitely remember seeing the downtime. Like you showed
Here
us
we go,
it.
downtime. Yeah. It's in the player guide in quick reference. You can pursue 2 downtime activities. You can also choose to do additional downtime activities, spending 1 coin or 1 rep for each. And these can be acquire asset, long-term project, recover, reduce heat, train, or indulge vice. And if you don't indulge your vice, you take stress equal to your trauma. None of you have trauma yet, though.
I have trauma. Wait, no.
No, it's harm.
I have harm. Not trauma.
So, yeah,
Just
yeah.
not like technical trauma. You
Not
just have
technical, yeah.
overall trauma.
So
My
what I
character
will
is
say,
trauma.
what I will do right now is I'm going to make a clock for the. I'm going to make a clock for decipher the. I'm going to call this. I'm just going to call this shipping manifest.
The manifest.
Yeah. All right. So
Go
this
ahead
is
and add
going
one
to be
called Better Locks.
better locks. No, I'd say it's you don't need a project to update the locks. I mean, better locks is maybe another thing. Oh, did I not do the right one?
Booby traps.
Shipping manifest. Oh, I need to change the name that's shown, I guess. There we go.
Yeah, we're still just seeing clock 1.
Yeah. Okay, can you see shipping manifest now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So this is going to be a long-term project you guys can work on. You can also, as I said, work on healing yourselves. I think I have a reference sheet here somewhere with all that stuff, so I can look at it. Yes, here we go. So yeah, you can acquire asset, you can do a long-term project, you can recover, reduce heat, train, or indulge your vice. Indulge in vice is how you reduce strain. So why don't you guys think about what you want to do?
I think I know what I want to do.
Yeah,
What
I
do you
think
want to do?
I need to get rid of some stress, so
Cool. Indulge your vice. You visit a purveyor of your vice and roll dice equal to your lowest attribute. Clear stress equal to the highest result.
so attribute is insight, prowess, and resolve, right? Or is it?
I believe that is correct, but
Yeah,
let me
with the
check.
total count of pips or whatever.
Yeah, I believe that is what attributes are. Yeah.
Yeah, because train is marked 1 XP for an attribute.
Yeah.
Or your
So like
playbook,
you're gonna roll 1 dice because your lowest attribute is insight.
Yeah. Well, let me do that.
Oh, and you know what? We didn't do EXP either.
Oh yeah.
We need that.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I think you guys probably. I know Velestine definitely gets some playbook EXP.
Yeah, because I used deception or swaying or whatever it's called.
Yeah, yep. And we didn't have any desperate actions.
Oops. Well, it's a 4.
Okay, so you recover 4 strain.
Yeah, where do we find the thing for our XP? Like
It
the-
is in your character sheet. If you click your class, that will have your EXP clues.
No, definitely didn't engage in any mayhem.
Oh yeah, like underneath, you have to click like the icon, not like the word.
Yeah, the actual.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
symbol.
Yeah. Ooh, I rolled a desperate action at one point, right?
Oh, I actually did use coercion. Nice.
Yep. So you get a
About all
playbook
I did.
XP. Did Helly roll a desperate action?
I think I did when.
Oh, you know what? That was with the shards, right?
Yeah.
Let's consider that part of it. Yeah.
Okay.
You rolled a desperate action.
All right, so I get 1 playbook, right?
Yep. Get a playbook XP. And then also. Or
Does
you
me
know what?
trying to-
Actually,
Sorry.
no. Go ahead, Ellie.
Does me trying to convert them into my cult count as like religious beliefs?
No.
Just
You
making
know
sure-
what? I might
Careful what
say-
you answer. I will try to do it every session.
No, because it didn't happen during the score. You didn't express your things
Okay.
during the score. All right, where is this? Yeah, payoff. That's what I'm looking for.
Alright, well, as we're doing this, for my downtime activity, I'm gonna do insight training.
Cool.
Gives me an extra XP because of our training.
Nice. Yeah,
The
Allie.
Bravos thing, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm gonna say that XP. I said you got the XP for doing the desperate roll, right? Put that in. That XP has to go into what was it? Resolve.
Okay. Yeah, because that
Because-
was the roll.
Yeah, during the game sessions, whenever you make a desperate roll, you mark 1 XP in the attribute for the action you rolled.
Okay.
And then, yeah, during game, there is the playbook specific one, how you address challenges, there's expressing your beliefs, and then struggling with issues from advice or traumas. And the one that is the beliefs or heritage or how you address address challenges, basically the bottom 3, those ones can go in either your playbook exp, or they can go into any of the 3 attributes.
Remind me where, because I thought. Remind me where the playbook one is specifically.
The abilities.
Oh, into like hunt, study, survey, take.
No,
those
so
things,
like on the abilities tab
Yeah.
Yes,
in
to
the
the left.
bottom left, you have the little hatches there.
Yes. Okay.
That is your playbook XP. Every time that gets filled up, you get to add a new ability.
Yes.
Whereas the ones on the right, the insight, prowess, and resolve, whenever those get filled up, you get to buy a new pip.
Yep.
So can we train into abilities, or does that have to be other experience?
Yeah, a downtime activity you can train, which is normally mark 1 EXP for the attribute in your playbook. But you guys, your crew has, I think, insight and prowess training. So if you choose to
Yeah.
have one of your downtime activities be training insight or prowess, you'll mark 2 EXP.
Oh, okay.
All right, so it's insight or prowess. That's
So I'll
our
train some more
playbook.
insight then.
Mm-hmm.
It's insight or prowess. If you choose to train it as a downtime activity, you will get 2
All right.
notches in it instead of 1. Playbook is the abilities bar. That's playbook EXP, which can only come from doing stuff during scores
Yeah,
in
that's what I thought,
specific
but
ways. Yeah.
Yeah.
Training and desperate rolls only contribute to insight, prowess, or resolve, and doing stuff during scores can either go to those 3 or to your abilities, your playbook EXP.
Does drugging the guy in the flashback count as a mayhem?
I'll say yeah. You did a chemical thing. We'll give you 1 pip for that, or one hatch.
Yeah,
Why not?
that's fine.
Arcane powers like using ghost
Ideas.
powers, yeah. So attuning.
Yes. Yeah. I guess for you, we can wrap the whole the rolls that we made pre-heist into this
Okay.
for you. So actually, I would say you get 2 playbook experience, or 2 experience to spread among playbook and that, because you did a lot of attuning there.
And a lot of stress failing.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. We still have to do downtime to get rid of stress.
That's right. I mean, you can choose not to indulge your vice during your downtime, but you probably want to.
Yeah.
Unless you have like only 1 or 2, then you risk
Yeah.
overindulging.
I only
Exactly.
have 1, so whatever.
I had like 5.
Yeah.
I
I got
have
4
5.
stress now because I've been spending it like water, so. Probably have
Yeah.
to indulge.
Overindulging is if you roll a number higher than how much stress you currently have. And when you overindulge, you make a bad call because of your vice in acquiring it or while under the influence. And then there's various options as to what happens from that. And you get to pick.
Great, love it.
Well, I'm all set. I just got my 2 inside XP and my 1 playbook XP.
Yep, I got 1 resolve and then the 2 playbooks. And then we roll the lowest.
Yes, whatever your lowest attribute is. So for you, I think it's just 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're indulging your vice.
Yes.
I think someone should work towards the shipping manifest downtime activity, but I
Yeah,
don't think it's me.
work to that. I've got. What is that? Study then? I don't know.
Yeah, let's make this. This is probably study.
Yeah, I don't have any ranks in study. I was gonna ask if survey matters for that, and that's probably not. That's for like hunting, right?
Yeah, survey is like scanning an area.
I wish there were like tool tips on these when you mouse over them.
Yeah, I might try and see if I can get, because it's in. I might see if there's a good compressed reference I can put into the player reference for this.
Whew.
Yeah.
How do I clear it? I just started clicking it. It wouldn't go away.
What are you trying to do?
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, click on what the new number would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a great time. I like owning this bar. This is awesome.
That's great.
In our
What is your vice?
actual character
Making friends?
sheets, do
Huh.
we have a section that like lists like when you get XP during a heist and everything?
So that I had mentioned that earlier, but if on your player sheet, where class is, double click on your symbol, and it has EXP clues.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Indulge vice roll has a drop menu with stress in it. What's supposed to go in there?
I think that's just because this is a general what you can do with this roll tool, I think, is if you were pushing yourself, for example, you could say like, okay, this is a gather information roll. I'm pushing myself, so I will increase the number of
how much
die,
ante
and then
you're
I'll
spending. Okay.
yeah, and then I will put 2 stress in the little stress thing, and I think it will update you when you go to do the roll. I haven't tried it. Someone could try it out next time they do a roll like that if they want to find
I'm
out.
gonna spend 4 stress and indulge vice to immediately undo the stress.
Incredible. Okay, so have you done either of your downtime activities, Vaughn?
I was just preparing the roll for the
Okay. Oh,
shipping
for
manifest
studying.
research.
Yep. Cool.
What is that on this drop menu? Is that a fortune roll then?
Yeah, just do a fortune roll based on study. So,
Oh, right. I clicked the wrong thing. That's why it didn't look right. Failure.
okay.
Supposed to be
So we
risky.
get
Oh,
one.
whatever.
We get 1 pip. Okay. Cool.
We did it.
So, what's our next job? We did entanglements and stuff, right? Yeah, we did.
Yep. Yeah, the entanglements was the hive throwing their weight around.
Well, we haven't made much progress on the shipping manifest. I kind of want to beat some crows up.
Terrific.
Yeah, kick him all the down. Perfect.
We can't just be
Okay.
sitting idly by.
I agree.
How about a smash and grab to cheer me up after this silly bookkeeping?
You want to blow something up?
Thought you'd never ask.
Come on,
I love
let's
it.
go tell the ladies our master plan.
They're gonna
And you
steal-
didn't develop your plan any further than blow stuff up?
Well, that's all we need to do. We're hurting the crows.
What are you blowing up? And he just goes silent, just kind of looks at the ceiling.
I think I'll
There's gotta
stay
be a
here,
caravan.
work on the book some more. You enjoy blowing things up.
Oh, yeah, hold on. I have to roll something else as well.
Oh.
Because the other gangs are doing stuff, you know?
Mm.
Alright, so let's make some more clocks. What is this one? That is an 8.
Got a clock button. He's going
8.
crazy.
Oh, yeah. Duplicate. Duplicate. Oops. Alright, you are. Alright, and then. You are.
Any word on the street or anything?
Let's drag these over. And then we got one more to make. Yes, right. Sorry, I will indulge your word on the street request momentarily.
I think Think it's worth it to roll Indulge Device when you only have 4 stress?
That's almost the trickiest time.
Yeah, it's like, this is like the 60% chance of no problems.
Okay, so this one,
Yeah, I'll let it ride.
this one is, and that, and then this one.
Could have sworn I
is-
unlocked an ability before, but it doesn't look like I have one on the sheet.
Was it a particular ability?
No, it's just the playbook XP. I feel like I thought I maxed it out before because my number was only at 2 when we started digital version. Don't have the character sheet in front of me, so I don't have any notes.
I think I put in everything you had.
Yeah, maybe I was just
Let me
working
go
towards
back
it.
and look. Yeah, you might have just put most of it. You have Alchemist and Artificer, which should be in your abilities.
Yeah, it's blank.
Oh.
Okay, that's probably why. I'm like, why is
Yeah.
it empty?
Okay, yeah, add Alchemist and Artificer.
Okay, that makes more sense. Like,
Yeah.
why do I not have skills?
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah,
Uh,
mystery
okay.
solved.
So, the Crows restoring control. Let's do a faction roll for them. Let me search in the PDF. Here we go. What is this? Dust Ball. Running the game, I think. Nope. Maybe it's in downtime? NBC and faction downtime. Here we go. Maneuvers. Advanced clicks.
Resuming in.
This tier is the base trait. Yes. Yes. Okay. Cool. So I'm going to do some private GM rolls here.
I'll be right back.
Okay. And
The crows are making progress. All right.
yes, that's where they were at the beginning of this. So let's find out if they secure control back over. All right. They are tier 2. Private GM roll. Okay. Lamp blacks versus red sashes. Yep. Okay. Ooh, okay. So that's gonna be all right. Then I don't remember what I was doing here, so let's just do this. Okay. All right. In the time between you guys planning this heist and then going out and grabbing the manifest book, you hear word on the streets that the crows have reestablished their firm grip on Crow's Foot. After the death of Rorik, they were scrambling, trying to find new leadership, and his former lieutenant, Lysa, or Lissa, I'm not sure how I'll end up pronouncing it, she seems to have assumed the mantle and wrangled in all the disparate entities within the Crows to finally obey order, get them back on their walks, trying to settle down tensions between the Red Sashes and Lampblacks, and sort of reestablish the situation as it was in Crow's Foot, which was the Crows run this part of town, everyone else can do what they want within it, but they gotta pay up to the Crows. So word on the street is Lissa has reestablished control now. In the struggles between the Lampblacks and the Red Sashes, the Lampblacks have sort of clawed back, doing some more disrupting of Red Sash operations. They seem to be continuing to try and disrupt the Shards market and mess with that. And then, in terms of the empty vessel gathering a flock, it proceeds apace. Vey only gets a small, little bit of information on this when she goes back to the cult to indulge in her vice and visit before she leaves again. But word is she is seeing more people in it. There are more attendees. The flock is growing. All right. I can't hear anyone else if other people are talking.
Oh no.
Okay.
Just waiting for something to happen.
Well,
Okay.
I don't like the fact that the crows are back in power. We sat on our asses.
Steal the book. Missed the opportunity.
We've been
Smash
sitting here.
and
We
grab.
need to go scratch and grab something.
Incredible.
Yeah, maybe the Red Sashes have a job we could knock out real quick.
Just go
Fuck the
punch
red
the
sashes.
crows.
We're cool. This is our
Okay.
territory now.
Yeah, go punch the crows.
Come
Yeah,
on,
let's do
let's.
something risky.
What do they like the most? What's some prized possession of theirs that we can?
Birds.
And corn.
Yeah, we'll smash their birds.
Corn?
Seeds?
Do they have some sort of idol or something that they really like?
I mean, what about, do you guys want to try and secure some more turf? We could always flavor it as you taking some kind of turf from the crows.
Yeah, we can take another, I don't know, gambling den or something. Doesn't have to be a gambling den or the bar.
We can pocket something of value.
Yeah, or take a look at the claims map, and you guys can pick something as long as it's adjacent to stuff you already have.
Crows.
Right. I think we did want turf, and then we were gonna go. Well, I wanted blue coat Confederates, but to get there we wanted turf, and I think somebody said eel farms.
Mm-hmm.
Is that on crow ground?
Probably not. That's bigger
It
picture.
wouldn't be. That would be in the more southern areas of the map. Let's take out the map.
Oh,
Yeah.
this.
The Eeleries are down in like 5. Or where 5 is. Down in Dunslough. But maybe, I mean, if you guys, do you guys try, maybe you go for warehouses. Maybe you forcibly take a warehouse that has a bunch of jelly deals in it.
Yeah, maybe we can see where they're keeping their winnings or whatnot, and lift it from them and take the whole warehouse for ourselves.
Seems good
I
enough
like
to
that.
me.
I also like the idea of informants, but that can be later.
Yeah.
Okay. I see it.
Terrorize some citizens.
Let's go bust something up. Come on, Vaughn.
Yeah.
All right. Whole gang's
Sing
going
out.
smashing.
Yeah, I mean, we all go anyway, right?
That's correct, yes.
It's not like one person gonna be like, no, I'm not. I don't want to gain XP.
Now we cool.
Yeah. All right, cool. So this is definitely an assault. Do violence to a target. And what is the point of attack? How are you guys going to attack the warehouse?
Get in through the loading docks or through the mini office there.
So we want to hurt as many people as possible and keep them out, right?
It's a smash and grab, not
Maximum mayhem.
toss them up.
Well, we're not grabbing, we're grabbing the whole place.
We're driving them out.
Hmm.
Maybe we could drive them out in a different way. Vaughn, do you have any experience with some sort of toxic fumes? And maybe we can set off some bombs and
Ooh.
concern them and
Ooh.
I like
punch
that.
them on the way out.
Bond, we throw in some shit, we get our gas masks on, and we push them all out. Use our thugs to clean up the rest.
Yeah, we'll find out when they're thinly guarded and push them out.
Yeah, that sounds good. Maybe you guys can do some gather information to find out
Get in the vents.
how, like, what time they would be more thinly guarded. Let me just look up how to do those.
Sounds like a, well, I guess if I had to guess, the role would be survey, but I don't know if there's a specific way to do it.
Yeah.
Well, there's a menu that says gather information in the role. So
Yeah, between scores,
Impossible.
PCs are free to gather information. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's usually either study or survey, I think. Those are the two roles that can be used for gather information.
well, I've got a rank in survey, so we can.
Yeah,
go
I
to the
feel like that
waterfront
makes
and
sense.
Stalk some people, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You find your way onto the top of a nearby building, and you just camp out with some binoculars and sort of track the comings and goings of the shifts in and out of the warehouse.
All right, let's just do a survey roll then.
Yeah.
What's our position?
But for this, I'm just going to take whatever the highest result is. So position
Doesn't
and effect
matter.
don't really matter. Okay.
Partial.
Yeah, I think that is good enough to say that you guys get an advantage when going and striking. You guys are able to attack at the proper time. Okay, so do we just go right to an engagement roll?
I would think so.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Maybe we can just get this done before 10. That would be great. All right, so baseline 1 die. Operation particularly bold or daring? I think it's bold.
I would presume so.
Yeah, I'm going to give you
Pretty
guys...
rolled to me.
And so I'm going to give you guys 3 dice because it's bold and daring, and you gathered some information beforehand. And oh yeah, and let me pull up your crew sheet because don't you have?
We got stuff.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. Oh, all right, yeah, here we go.
Dangerous.
Smash and grab. There we go. Yeah, so I'm gonna give you guys another die for hunting grounds because this is going to be fast and violent. All right, and then disadvantages. It's not complex. I don't think they're particularly strong against this. We're not going to have anyone interfering, but the target is higher tier than you, so that will be -1 die. So you guys have 3 die total.
All right, who's rolling it?
I have it set up right now, so I will just roll. Critical
Sixes.
That sounds like
success.
we've overcome the first obstacle.
It certainly does.
You
Yeah.
found the door.
I think we've already thrown those gas things in and we're
That's-
inside.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Yeah, you guys are on the rooftops. You use a very carefully, you kind of pull up a little wood ladder, like plank thing, bridge, and you carefully lay it across onto the other one. You guys are actually like middle of the morning, like super early on, basically when the night shift is rotating out and the day shift is coming in. So the night shift is rotated out and the day shift's a little bit late today. So they're waiting on them. There's less people inside. You guys lay the plank down, you climb across, and then Vond pulls out a sling. Oh yeah, what's the load you guys are going in with? I'll just mention that now as I'm describing. Everybody pick what load you're going in with.
Honestly, heavy.
Yeah, you're kitted for war. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going probably medium. Just keep it middle.
Yeah, I could probably
We got
go
the 2
medium,
free
too.
weapon slots anyway.
Or normal.
I was thinking light or normal.
I mean, there's no doubt because you guys are doing an open and loud operation. There's
Mhm.
unless you plan on trying to sneak out, I guess. There's no real advantage to going light versus normal, but
Okay.
I digress. Yeah, you guys sort of follow across the little wood bridge onto the roof, and Vond pulls out this bandolier of gas grenades that he has put together, and he hands out one to each of you, and you all sort of position yourselves at different corners of the warehouse with the grenades, and then you wait for his little hand signal above him, and when he closes his fist, you all throw down the grenades, smashing the glass, plunging them down in after you've pulled You've actually, it's a little like a twist valve on the top. And you know what, I am going to ask for a flashback in getting the gas masks. Because you have gotten onto the roof undetected. Nah, you know what, no, you have the gas masks. Yeah. You have the gas masks. You rope down inside.
You want to just have it cost a load?
Yeah, I would say probably it costs one load for the rope, and then it costs an additional load for Vond for the grenades.
All right.
Can we put in custom gear?
I think all you need to do is
Climbing gear.
if you go loadout heavy.
Well, a single bandolier can hold 3 chemical reagent items, so could technically just use one bandolier for the whole set of chemicals.
I guess.
Yeah, I would say actually climbing gear what makes sense, which is 2
Yeah.
load. So yeah.
Climbing gear.
Just do
Does that
climbing
account for the gas masks?
Yeah, we'll roll the gas masks into that.
All right.
So we all have to put that in our loadout,
Exactly.
or there's only one person. Okay.
Yeah, because you're all individually roping down.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
How do we like keep track? Oh, I see. It does show our loadout.
Yes.
It says
Yep.
/.
So you're at 4 load right now. You're within the normal range.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Mine always just says 2 out of light, even if I switch it to normal load.
Did you select normal over on the right side where it has the little
Yes.
drop down?
Well,
Yeah.
if you're at 2, then it means that you're at normal, or you're at light
you're
load.
At light. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what my confusion was, but that's what
Yeah.
Harrison just
Yeah.
said.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Okay.
Added
Makes sense.
something random that goes up.
Yeah, it tells you basically what range you're in with the items you've selected. And as a way, I imagine if someone really wanted to like double check, oh, what if I take this, this, and this? How much load would that be? It just sort of does an auto update there.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, you guys rope down in, and quite a lot of the workers are knocked out, but the crow protection that is in this place, a lot of them, they've got their beaked masks, and the ones without them have sort of taken bandanas and tightened them up. Normally they would be wearing them around their face or around their necks. They've tightened them up around their mouths, and while they're a little disoriented from the gas, they haven't fully been knocked out by it yet. And they see you, and they come rushing at you. The first one rushes at Skov. What do you do?
And
Watch him die.
I'll stand there and take it. But then, at the last second, swing an uppercut with me crowbar. Let's see if it hits with a skirmish.
That's right. Skirm on him.
Alright. You know what? I ain't got no stress. I'ma push myself.
Incredible.
What does that do again?
You take 2 strain and you add 1 die to the roll.
no, push the other guy, not yourself.
My position, I assume is risky.
Yeah.
And the effect
I think this is
standard?
risky. Yeah. Yeah, we'll keep this normie style. All right.
Boy, it's dark in here.
Yeah. Things go badly, you suffer harm, a complication, or you end up in a desperate position, you lose this opportunity. You know what? Yeah, let's do this. You go to swing at him, he dodges out of the way, tries to jab at you with his knife. You move to the side, and you manage to smack him on the side of the head with your crowbar, taking him out. But in the moment of this scuffle happening, another crow comes up behind you, and he jumps on your back, and he's trying to force a knife into your throat. You are struggling to get him off and just barely holding the knife away. Who wants to help Skov?
I'm in a desperate position. Also, was pushing yourself 1 stress or 2?
2.
Okay, thanks.
It's 1 stress to help someone, 2 stress to push yourself.
Gotcha.
I mean, I guess I can go there and try and neutralize this man.
Sure.
Nude him.
I'll try to. So he's just trying to put a knife to his throat, right?
Yeah, he's like on. Well, he's like on Skav's back because Skav is pretty big. He has jumped onto Skav's back and is grappling onto him, trying to shove a knife into his throat.
Oh, can I just like? Where's
Stab
my...
it?
Yeah, I just do my own type of stabbing.
You can. You
Into him
can.
instead.
You can just do the classic, Velestine type stab. Like, yeah,
Double
Yeah.
stiletto shoe stab.
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just looking at which item I want to add into that.
An unusual weapon.
Yeah, I mean I have a cane sword apparently. That's fun.
Nice.
But oh yeah, a blade or two. Yeah, I'll just
Yeah, perfect.
yeah, a blade. Okay, add that in, and then yeah, I'll just try to stab him in the back instead.
Perfect. Yeah, so this will be a skirmish. You know what? This was a complication, not a position change, so we'll still just make it a risky normal. We won't make it desperate.
Risky, standard, stab.
Okay, great. Yeah, you manage to stab this guy in the throat and pull him off of Skav. Yeah, you know what? And you know what? Yeah, you pull him off of Skav, and here, let's do this. When you throw him off, he sort of stumbles. You guys are near the edge of the building. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Let's change locations so that we have different so we have different stuff here. Yeah, so you throw him off of Skav. You like stab him in the ribs and throw him off, and as he flies off and tumbles, he slams into the wall of the warehouse. But it turns out it's not actually a wall, it was a door, and he knocks open the door, and some of the gas starts flowing out and starts drawing attention from the streets. I am going to start a clock.
Well, good. Somebody has to know we did this.
Yeah, that's right.
Tell the other thugs what you saw.
Oh man, if only his mask slipped off. So that he could breathe the gas and I could take the mask for my own reasons.
The Beck de Corbin.
Yes.
All right. Attention from the Bluecoats. Okay, cool.
Nice.
You drop down. The gas mask is maybe a little bit loose on you, so you're trying to like adjust it around your cheeks because there's little gaps where they're sunken in.
I don't
trying to-
have cheek fat.
You're trying to press it in,
Stuffing
and
with cotton balls.
a crow comes sort of wandering out of the mist, clutching their face, and he's wildly swinging a bat, and he comes towards you. What do you do?
All right. Well, I took an unusual weapon as like one of my loadout. So it says a tool or a weapon. I want to say that I have a shovel because I think this is great. So this is gonna be like
Zombie!
bonk. Well, originally it was gonna be like, oh, I could have like a chatelaine because that'd be really cool to have like a garrote in the chains kind of thing. But I think I'll stick with like a shovel. So he's swinging wildly. I'm just gonna try and line up a nice shot and just thunk. Maybe go for the
Yeah.
knees. I'll go for the knees to knock him down.
A curiosity or tool turned into a weapon. Love it. Okay, nice. So this will, this is just going to be a risky, normal skirmish roll. You can push yourself if you want to, and someone else can help you if they want to.
Skirmish. I only got one in it, but I do have one. If no one wants to help, I'll definitely try and go on my own and see what happens.
I don't know if I'm in a position to help.
I don't think.
Yeah,
you
I think
are.
the only person nearby is probably Vond. If
Yeah,
you
I was a
wanted to.
little busy.
Yeah, I could take a stress for that and kind of huck something sparky at him.
Ooh! Blind him, and then I can go for the kneecaps.
Yeah,
Or-
Flashbang.
flash powder.
I was gonna say, or he like lobs you something explosive and you baseball that with the shovel,
God.
Yeah!
smack it into the guy. Incredible.
Don't touch
Fastball
this one on your
special.
skin.
All right, 1 stress for Vond, and if you don't want to push yourself, no stress for you, and then you can roll, and you have
I'll
plus
push
1 die.
myself. All right,
Cool.
so +1, and that was from the help.
Yep, and now you'll have if you do push yourself,
Push
you will
yourself,
have
yep.
+2.
And then it is a controlled or risky?
I'm gonna say it's risky. This is
Risky,
risky
okay.
standard effect.
Risky standard. Okay.
Oh, and you know what?
Well-
Actually, it is also less effect because of your migraine.
Well,
Yeah.
we got 1, 2, and 3 to choose from, so.
Yeah. No, you.
It's a 3.
Yes, it is a 3, which is a failure. So we do the little lob with the grenade.
Yep,
Uh,
1, 2 stress from that.
You can't really focus, so you try to hit it properly, and it explodes next to this guy, which frightens you a little bit. And he gets scared as well, but he kind of blunders into you and knocks you on the ground. And then now that he's noticed you're there, he's sort of aiming his club, trying to bring it down on you. Vond, what do you do?
Unmute. Yeah.
That didn't work the way I think you wanted it to. Please help.
Alright, fine. Let me get over there. This is not the weapons. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a throwing knife and just chuck it at him.
Love it.
Find something else to throw at him. Probably some kind of skirmish then.
Yeah, it's probably going to be skirmish. Skirmish is sort of the catch-all for close range fighting. Even if you're just trying to shoot someone with a pistol at close range, it's still skirmish. So,
The fight one.
yeah, exactly. Something like prowl or hunt is really just for like
Yeah.
prowl is sneaking around, hunt is for sniping people. Finesse doesn't really apply for fighting.
Can't really finesse it.
Yeah, it's not finesse weapons.
Skirmish.
Oh,
And mixed.
all right. Oh yeah, because you have 0. All right. You falter. You can press on by seizing a risky opportunity, or you can withdraw and try a different approach. Yeah, you throw the knives and they miss. You are going to have to get right up next to this guy if you want to take him out. You can take a risky opportunity.
Yeah, get in there.
Anybody want to help him?
I mean, can we? Or are we still previously?
I think at this point probably either Velestine or Vey could help him out. Because Vey's on the ground, but maybe she like kicks him in the nuts or something.
Oh, yeah, that could work. I was like, I don't know how to help. I'm on the ground. But,
You
yeah.
can just say I want to help, and we'll figure out some way you do.
I'll kick him in the nuts.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so
So I take a stress.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
just
then-
go at him with some weapon.
Yeah, a blade or two, something like that.
I am not good at this.
Vond is the one who's rolling. He's worse than you at it, I think.
Yeah, I'm terrible. Need to invest in this some ranks.
Uh,
That's +1 dice for help, right?
yep, +1 die for helping.
Till a risky position. Oh. Yeah.
All
Tasty
right.
2.
Okay.
I'll start blowing stuff up, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, just explode things.
Desperate position,
You-
everything starts exploding.
Yeah. You No, yeah, you go to try and slash at this guy. He throws you off, and you sort of knock into some boxes, causing a much louder commotion. And you draw some more blue coat attention. But this guy is still not dealt with. Skav and Vey, you are getting up, Skav, sort of shaking off what just happened. And Vel, you guys look over, and through the mist, you can barely see sort of a large form above what looks like Vey. Either of you can choose to do something.
I'm already at 4 stress.
Uh,
Oh, so you just started playing? We got 9 slots. Use them.
Skull, you kind of sucked in that last one. Can you beat this guy up already?
Yeah. Yeah, let me.
Can you do what we hire you to do?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's hard to see in here. I need to pull out my weapon. I'm gonna go find my fine heavy weapon.
That's right.
It's fine.
Okay, now I got my heavy load out. Got my armor and my fine heavy weapon. Alright, what does fine weapon do? Is that increased effect?
I believe it is increased effect, yes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go and, wait, which one of you was getting attacked?
They.
Right? Yeah. I'm gonna go and, why don't I roll and see how I do it? Oh. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay, so, +1 effect.
Yes, yeah, so increased effect.
Risky
So this will
position.
be- Yep, risky position, great effect.
Hey.
Nice.
There's all the good rolls.
Alright,
Incredible.
Oh,
Is
you
that how
brought
you're
him
doing
off.
getting him off. Alright, I run towards him, hook him with the crowbar around like a limb or something, and then I pick him up and swing him around into some crates. And then
No, actually, what you do is you swing around into the other couple of goons that were off in the mist, approaching you guys, coughing, trying to get a bead on you, pulling out pistols. You swing him into those guys and take out the rest of them.
Yeah, I didn't know that they were there, but I did it anyway.
Yeah. Perfect.
You okay,
you
Vay?
guys-
I pick her up. Well, help her up.
Yeah.
Thanks, dear. Go blow things up.
It's just trying to talk through your gas mask.
Yeah.
Tell me what to do. I'm throwing knives.
Yeah. So yeah, all right, cool. You guys have taken out most of the crow's protection. As I said, the other workers that were in there are all knocked out from the gas. You run over and you shut the door, and make sure nobody else is making any noise. Vaughn, you go around and you sort of seal back up the grenades to stop the flow of gas, and actually. Maybe you oh, go ahead.
I have a note. We
Yeah.
need someone to recognize us and to be alive after this to say that we took the territory and get some cred.
That's true. You know what? So you know what? Because of the critical success with great effect from that skirmish, I'll say, yeah, you threw him into those other guys, and then you grab one of these crows and you walk over to the door that got knocked open before, and you, Scott, you look him in the eyes and say, "Go tell Lysa this was the midnight encore," and then you throw him out the door and slam it shut.
Was
Don't
that
tell
good?
them what time though.
Was that the right thing to do?
Mid-morning encore.
Good job, Scott.
The gas is off. We gotta deal with these knocked out fools.
Yeah. You guys shut the gas off. I'll say even Vaughn, you brought with you a grenade that is like a neutralizer gas, and so you open that up and start spraying it around so it doesn't like smell funky and look all
Anti-gas.
green inside. And as you guys are doing this, you
You guys want
Maybe-
minty fresh or lemon? I got both.
maybe Velestine is sort
Both.
of up on one of the boxes to look out through one of the high windows, and you see a group of bluecoats maybe down the road off to the side talking to some citizens who are like pointing at the warehouse, and they're looking at it, squinting their eyes and just shrugging their shoulders and talking to the citizens. Clearly they don't really want to go investigate.
Yeah, no, too much red tape.
Yeah. And there's not any more green gas coming out anymore, so they don't really care.
Good. The morning crew's lazy anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, so you guys have secured the warehouse. When the workers wake up, they see the rest of you guys looking threatening and geared up, and they don't got to ask twice. They understand they are under new management, and They're happy to just keep working and still be alive. They're glad you didn't kill them. And
Yay!
That's really what matters in the end.
New minions.
Yeah.
Hey, can we hold on to one of them? One that looks scrawny enough to question?
Oh, one of the crows?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah,
The one
okay.
you bled, I don't think he's getting back up. Probably get rid of this guy.
Oh, that's fine. I just need one what can get scared of me. We can press them for information. See what the crow's got going on.
Yeah, cool. Okay, yeah, you guys gag and tie up one of these crows and you take him back with you, and Velestine takes the mask.
Yeah, I would probably try to grab at least like one set of quote unquote crow's clothing so that I can just in the future have a disguise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you guys have to
That's
blend it.
something I can say when I need it.
Yes, I think so too. Great. All right, so let's go back to the Soundgarden and do payoffs. All right. You guys get 2 rep plus 1 per tier higher. You guys get 3 rep. So let's pull you. Let's open you guys up. And 1, 2, 3 rep. You guys also got the actual thing you wanted to do, which was securing warehouses. Oh. Oh. That is not where that. There we go. Oh, this is supposed to sync up. Let's try it again. Oh, it's because this is the turf that will do that. Yeah, okay. That's right. Okay, cool. You guys have warehouses now. Makes acquiring assets a little bit easier because you have more access to money to grease palms with. For coin, let's say you guys get we'll say this is a small job. You guys get to secure the strong box that was going, the sort of skimming off the top amount of money that was going to be taken out of this warehouse by the crows. The money that was earmarked not for as beyond normal operations. You guys get to secure that. So that is 4 coin. So you can distribute that amongst yourselves. You can each take a coin. Because there is no more coin in the
coffers are full.
At your base. Yeah, your coffers are full.
Yeah, that's fine. I think each one of us getting one is fine.
Yep. So, 1 coin is, a small bag of silver or something like that. Tithing. Pay 1 coin to the crime boss. Or pay tier minus 1 coin to the crime boss. Well, you guys are tier 1, so you don't have to pay any money to the boss of this area, which is the crows. And it makes sense thematically because you guys beat him up.
Rob the crows, give them their own money back.
Yeah, right, exactly.
To be fair, honestly, that might be something we would normally need to do if we're like, hey, yeah, we took this thing from you, but we don't want any more trouble.
Yeah, right, exactly. You can, the sort of plausible deniability of like, hey, we aren't the ones, we're the leaders of the gang, but it was just some of our thugs who did it. Take this as an apology. Because eventually, when you guys grow to tier 2, you will be like physically more numerous. Right now, you're like maybe 8 people, to you guys and some thugs. But when you guys get to tier 2, you will attract new members, and in the game's lore, you'll be like a 20-person gang.
Yeah, we didn't even call the thugs for this one.
Yeah, that's right. Heat. I would say contained standard exposure. Does that make sense? It wasn't smooth and quiet, I don't think. Well, it was fairly smooth. I don't know. What do you guys think?
The fights were a little messy.
You guys almost got the blue coat's attention. So, all right, we'll say give you guys 2 heat. And then we will roll entanglements. But before I do entanglements, so that I don't forget, let's talk about EXP. At the end of each session, for each item, we're going to be ending the session soon. So I'm going to mark some EXP for the crew. You guys did a successful battle. You have contended with
With challenges.
challenges above your current station.
Yeah, we got the crows.
Yeah. And you did bolster your reputation.
Yeah, we got rep.
I think so. Yeah. So I'll give you guys 3 crew XP for this session. Okay, so let's do player XP now.
Well, I made it poison gas.
Definitely.
That
I
sounds like
mean,
a technical skill or mayhem.
I think you get 2 XP for that because this whole plan was sort of anchored around your thing.
Yeah.
And then, who made a desperate roll?
Nami.
Oh, I think I was supposed to, because I got into a desperate position.
Oh no! What I did was instead of making it a desperate
You
position,
just added
I
a
made it a
complication?
complication.
Okay, that's fine.
Although in the future, maybe we'll just make more desperate positions so you guys get EXP that way.
Yeah, because we can't really make ourselves in a desperate position.
Is correct.
Skirmishing with no ranks is not desperate, it's just bad, right?
You just
Yeah,
go,
just bad,
oh
yeah.
no, I am vulnerable and someone will take advantage of me. And everyone just stares at you going, nah. No, I want to be
need-
in a desperate position. Nah.
I need EXP, so I'm gonna curl
I'm
up into a
desperate to be
fetal
desperate.
position for the first half of combat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Deliberate handicap.
I mean, that was a short job. So I guess makes sense. Vond is probably the only one who got EXP.
Mhm.
But the crew got
Y'all did
EXP.
great in there.
You guys got money. Let's do Entanglementes. The
Yeah.
Midnight Encore.
I got 1 XP at least from doing violence.
All right. Which one do we want to do? Oh yeah, we'll do this. Questioning. The Bluecoats round up an NPC member of the crew or one of the crew's contacts to question them about your crimes. They round up Henry.
Oh,
No.
No,
Henry
not
Bailey.
Henry.
Henry Bately. off
Mr.
some-
Bailey.
Some charge of like, oh, your liquor license is expired. They make a scene about taking him out of the bar and take him down to the station. So we are going to make a fortune roll to see how much he talks. 1 die. Fortune roll.
Come on, Henry, we know you're loyal.
We just uneasily raid the bar
Unleashed?
as we await
Yeah.
the results.
We're all just peeking out at the top of the stairs looking down at it.
All right. You guys get +1 heat.
We Bailey ain't no
Henry-
snitch.
That's
It's
right.
Fine.
Okay. +1 heat to the encore. Okay. And then you guys get downtime activities. I will put a note somewhere that you have. Maybe I should just make. Should I make it a clock? No, I'll just make it a note. We can just resolve it as like a interim encounter next time. The captured crow that you guys have.
Yeah.
Long-term project, crow torture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 3 stress. Might as well indulge me voice. Also, I leveled up my survey. His
Sweet.
insight got filled.
Nice.
You only get the +1 when you train, right? Not just from,
That's correct.
good, I did it right.
Oh, we're doing downtime, right?
Where'd the insight
Yep.
come from?
2 downtime activities.
Huh.
And as always, you can spend an extra coin or forfeit one of the crew's rep to do a 3rd or a 4th or a 5th activity.
Hey, perfect.
Crap, I remember finding it. Where is it
Why does it
under?
always say failure? Did I do something
What are you
wrong
looking
with this
for?
menu?
The long-term stuff. Oh, long-term projects? No.
It's, I'm gonna change this to the long-term projects one. In the player guide, I have quick reference, and the quick reference has downtime.
Okay.
The player guide is probably where I'm gonna take what is in that little long-term projects journal and move it into, and call it like crafting or something.
Do you guys want me to focus on the book, see if we can get more information out of it as my downtime?
I
Absolutely.
think you're the one with the most
Yeah, you're probably
study.
the studier.
I am the nerd.
Also, how do you do? Do you click stress to do a vice roll? Is that how it is?
You can do just a regular die roll, but
Indulge
I see
vice would be
Vaughn like rolled something called vice.
I think I did it wrong because it took disadvantage on it for some reason.
well, if you go to your normal, like the little dice on the left-hand side, the little dice roll.
yeah,
That's your
you can
fortune
choose.
roll.
You
Oh.
can choose indulge vice as one of those.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You could do the same one twice, right? Or no? You may
let me
pursue
check.
2 downtime activities from the list below.
I actually don't think they can. I don't think any of your initial 2, your baseline 2, can be the same, but I think the extra purchases can be.
Right.
Let me check though. Your guide. Yeah, downtime activities. No, I think you can do the same one twice. I don't think there's anything stopping you.
Would we call the study a controlled standard?
There's not really going to be. All I'm looking for is the dice result, so it doesn't really matter what you put in there. Like, there's no consequences to this. I'm just
Well-
using. It's the actual term for what you're doing is you're doing like a fortune study roll.
Well, I stayed up really late to give myself an extra dice to roll, and it did nothing.
Oh, you're tired. All right. Let's do some GM rolls for the other ones.
Christ.
Uh-oh.
You made him fight real good.
Damn.
Oh, yes. Nice.
Oh, so it is always just 2 dice?
I rolled 2 because it's my
Uh,
lowest attribute.
Yeah. It rolls your lowest attribute.
Well,
which
you
is
one in my
one.
resolve, and it rolled 2, which doesn't make any sense.
but you choose what to what is it? You choose the number of dice to roll, but it probably says failure because you had to enter your stress. So it's subtracting the stress and being
Oh.
like,
Oh,
Hey.
That what I didn't do right. Oh,
maybe.
Ah, that's what it is. Okay, yes.
so if you had 6 or more stress, you're fine.
Yeah, you're always going to be fine if you have that. Well, I mean, you're not fine if you have 6 or more stress, but
Well, no, but
very stressed.
I'm very
but
stressed.
yes.
I feel like I'm bragging about our exploits.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I'm doing so to intimidate people so they don't mess with our dogs and I just get a little overzealous with it. Drinking a bit too much while I do it.
Yeah, and what actually is the detail of brag? It's like extra heat, right?
Plus 2 heat.
plus 2 heat.
Okay. You got it. All right, you guys are almost at wanted level 2. Okay, does anyone have additional downtime activities they want to do?
I just trained twice.
Okay.
Yeah, I can max out insight.
Oh,
guess
you
I
can
can-
you can do 2 downtime activities?
Yes, you can do 2
Yeah, each
downtime
one is
activities.
2.
It's just a lot of the time one of them is indulge vice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I only did 1 last time. I'll
Okay.
probably just train another thing, I guess.
Again, you can also try and reduce heat, right? Because
Yeah,
Things are getting-
I mean for last time.
Oh, sure.
This time, maybe I want to try to cover for myself.
after bragging.
No, seriously. Please stop.
Our other training thing is prowess, right?
Yes, insight and prowess.
Okay, I'll just say that I trained prowess the other time. But now I
Cool.
might want to try and reduce our heat. How does that work?
You say how you reduce heat on the crew, and then you roll that action, and you reduce heat according to the result.
All right. Maybe I
Do
should
you-
go intimidate some bluecoats.
I was just going to say, you command them to stop talking about you.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, stop talking about that.
You were
Uh,
bragging about it 2 seconds ago.
But don't tell anybody.
It's cool when I say it, not when you do.
Maybe I go around and command people to quiet down. You didn't hear it from me. Just to the leaders of the dogfighting establishment.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Gonna fuck them up. Alright, so command roll. Plus 0 dice. Risky standard.
Yeah, risky and standard don't really matter for this. I'm just looking at the dice result. Sweet. All right, so a 4 or 5, you reduce to heat.
Net 0.
Great
Sorry for
progress.
stressing everybody out.
But it's all fine.
I told them to forget about it.
Perfect. Okay.
I feel like we need like a little jar of like cookies for Skov. When Skov does good things.
Scoff skits.
He gets 1 jelly deal.
Yeah.
Scoff
I am
biscuits.
pro this.
Everyone gets little treats. We have a little treat jar for when things go really, really well. And if they go really wrong, everybody else gets the treats and you get shamed.
Okay. Well,
So you're saying I should sabotage you to get more jelly?
that's right.
Fuck.
During the downtime, during the time that you guys were doing this raid and all that stuff, the Lampblacks are clawing back some territory from the Red Sashes. Some of the stuff that was stolen, that the Red Sashes stole from the Crows when Rorik was killed, the Lampblacks have stolen it back from them for themselves. So they are starting to get the upper hand in this war between them. Or no, actually, sorry. I think I did this the wrong way based on the rolls. Let me scroll back up.
Yeah, I thought you
No,
wanted
I
to
did it
make
right.
the wheel move in each direction, right?
Well, no. I always roll for the, because it's Lampblacks versus Red Sashes. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm doing a fortune roll for the Lampblacks and then a fortune roll for the Red Sashes.
Uh-huh.
And whoever's is higher, the difference is how much I move it. So yeah, the Lampblacks are starting to gain a foothold in there. The Cult of the Empty Vessel has finished gathering their flock.
Vessel is no longer empty.
Yes,
Oh, good.
they are now moving on to. Gather forbidden knowledge. Yeah.
Gotta get that knowledge.
They want to do what now?
They are gathering forbidden knowledge. That's what you hear on the
okay.
streets. You hear that the lots of people are talking about how great it is, how nice it is being a member, and they're talking about how they're all they want to do is just learn new things, or lots of pleas to oh, the council wants to suppress information. We just want to find it, things like that.
Look at Vay.
Look, don't look at me.
Knowledge.
No, DM didn't tell me anything. I don't know what's going on, but maybe. Kind of sounds familiar.
I don't know a thing or two about knowledge, maybe. I don't know.
But is it obsessive knowledge?
Yourself
gotten there
with
yet.
knowledge.
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 Nice.
Perfect. Okay. Well, it is 10 o'clock, so I think that is a good spot to wrap it up. A little bit shaky, but this is literally the first time we seriously played in probably more than a year.
Yeah.
It will
That's-
get smoother, and I have lots of stuff to do, and you guys have a guy to interrogate before we start the next session. You've got a long-term project you're working on.
Oh, I forgot I wanted to ask a question too.
Yes.
How to get rid of harm? Is it like how?
Oh, that is a downtime activity, which is recover.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Alright, next time.
Mhm.
Fucking 3-day
Is
long
it the
headache. It's fine.
sawbones?
Allie
Alright.
to her character. Get used to it. It's how it works.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Jeez.
Your back's just gonna hurt forever.
Yeah,
Alright, cool.
and I think one of you guys knows a Sawbones, right? I think it's
That's me.
I got a
Yeah.
corpse cellar.
So that's who you go to get healed.
Yeah, they fucked up my face. Unfucked it, rather.
After you refucked it.
Yeah, exactly.
We also knew a witch, but I think that's kind of soured a bit, right? And we know.
Yes, Quellen the Witch. I have not figured out a way to roll her in.
And
And
a
the other thing is-
vampire.
And the other thing that I'm going to try and do better at that I have notes for that just didn't come up during this time is getting your guys' vices involved in the scores more.
How do we
Because
get
you guys
viced?
Because if you struggle with your vice during the score, you get experience. So
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one's kind of weird. I don't know how to.
it really requires either the GM or the players suggesting really creative stuff.
Yeah,
I have an
like,
idea for that
oh
next
hey, this my vice person is here, and
Yeah.
I didn't expect them to be.
Yeah.
Well,
What was that, Allie?
I would say like example. So like, say if your vice is like alcohol, right?
Yeah.
So you have to complete a, a mission, but you're in a brewery, and there's like probably some really rare stuff there. This is like the one opportunity you could possibly get it, and you have to like try to like fight that off.
Yeah, exactly. Something
Something
like
like they
that.
have that Lawson's Brew on tap.
Or like if you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or if you overindulge, maybe it's a quest hook. You know, like the guy cuts you off and you need to do
Yeah.
something for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have a couple small things like that in the hopper that I will pull out. But if you guys keep in mind while you guys are doing heists, I know it's tough. It's a mindset change, but like think about ways that you can help shape the story by bringing your vice in, or like, hey, what if someone from my past shows up? Because that would be getting your history involved, and it gets you guys more experience. So
Yeah, we'll try and keep that in mind.
yeah,
I couldn't really think of
Anyway.
a way to get my dog fighting thing.
Join the cult?
that's yeah.
Yeah, we had specific things we wanted to do this time around.
Join a cult.
Join a cult? Join a cult?
No, I
More
don't
like a
want to.
family.
You
More
know
like
what?
a fan
I-
club for a
That
demon.
might be. Yeah, it's gonna be my new thing to try and get you all to join, but I'm gonna say it in like weird ways that is just like perfect just for each one of you.
Hey, I just got started this new fandom.
Fandom or like it's protection. Celestine could just never have to worry about Bazo ever again or anyone else, and then run him up.
I could get you members to this cult. It's not gonna be me. Like I'm good at like getting other people to do things for me.
Push him in the door. Good luck. Close the door.
Oh look, beautiful, attractive woman. Here, go into this room. Corpse.
I only
I don't
date
wanna be
people that
here.
are part of the cult. Go.
Yeah. Look, we can make it work. That's fine.
All right, well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm
Good
glad that things are moving again in Duskfall. Upset that the crows completed their frickin' thing while we was busy. But
Had a whole vote in this amount of time.
I know they did a vote, and I don't know, maybe the Red Sashes like leader stepped down or something due to them being old and stupid. Anyway, wow. Anyway, it's a good thing that we are on the right track. Thank you, everybody that came
Yeah.
out to watch. We will be back again next Sunday for more Blades in the Dark. Is everybody good for next week?
I believe I am.
Okay, good.
Once August rolls around, obviously, I think everyone's busy. So
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
And we can do some
No,
Genesis sessions, like
all right.
sprinkle them in or something.
yeah,
All right, so see you guys next Sunday. I'll be streaming Tuesday and Thursday for more Art Fight until July is over. In the meantime, we will go raid somebody. And I guess in the meantime, stay shiny.
yeah. Stay sharp.
Shanked.
Stay blades. No, don't stay your blades. Wait,
Stay dark.
take out your
blades.
crowbars. Whack a few
Yeah, that's
heads. All right, say hi to Pixel to me, who is doing art. Good night, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye.